say bad words yet. Otherwise, I'll be even more screwed than I already am. Even more reason to hit the like, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, Ralph, rapist, you know, all that stupid shit that he's done over his life, and got his passport taken by a hoe from Tijuana or some shit. Some prostitute named Pansuela, so that's cool, I guess. You know, he's kind of bitch made himself. Rekieta's one of Rekieta's strongest soldiers right now, Ethan Ralph. Everybody, give it up for Ethan Oliver Ralph, okay, of the illustrious kill stream. All right, there you go. We're gonna talk about a little bit about Ralph's hijinks. We're gonna talk about Rekieta spurging out as usual. When isn't he? His little lovesick moments that he has for Null. I swear to God, it's almost like he wants to fuck Null for some reason. It's really, really gay, but it makes a lot of sense. And a wild card we have a wild card, ladies and gentlemen. MUTAHAR of some ordinary gamers. All right, we got Muta. All right, and realistically, look, man, I know my audience, okay? I know Muta's probably going to be the least important topic to talk about, right? And truthfully, you know, I don't really hate the guy. You know, he's not the worst. Compared to these two, Jesus. He's only got 11% for a reason. So I'll give you a little, just to get situated when everybody gets their little drinks and their popcorn and whatever the hell they need for this stream, right? Ibuprofen, maybe. And while, you know, again, you know, just to stretch it out, hit the freaking like button and share it. I'm going to talk about a little bit about my boy, my pal, MUTAHAR, okay? I actually have a video coming out that I'm going to drop, okay, on Muta. And I don't know when I'm going to do it. I think I'll probably do it this weekend or next week, whatever. But Muta, basically, the controversy that's with him, right, real quick, it's pretty fucking simple. He's a fucking pussy, all right? I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I don't hate the guy. I don't think he's bad, quote unquote. I know what bad is, okay? Bad Nick Rekieta, bad Ethan Ralph, bad possibly Fuentes, you know, shit like that. He's not really a bad guy. He's more leaning on the pussy and maybe just the bit shady department. This guy over here deleted his entire Twitter account, right? With I don't know how many fucking followers he had. He had a lot. He had quite a lot. He deleted it. It's gone. And the reason he deleted it is for the most asinine reasons. And again, just to reiterate this, the most pussy bitch-made reason. Oh, because they made a couple poo-poo jokes about him, right? Now, some people, ladies and gentlemen, would call this racist. I call it the internet. I call it, I don't know, man, just shit talk. Right? It's just shit talk, bro. And I'm going to point this out in my video, but I'm going to point it out here real quick. This motherfucker has millions of fucking, okay, let me be realist, thousands of notifications per fucking day. MUTAHAR needs to go out of his fucking way to find these jokes, okay? He needs to be almost as obsessed as Rekieta looking at his kiwifarms thread for him to even find these jokes, right? That's the thing, all right? He also goes into, like, this weird shit about how, like, some of the memes are too bad and they're 4chan-ish or whatever, but, like, again, Muta's the same guy that was, like, bragging about watching, like, cartel beheadings and snuff films and all this shit. So pardon me if I call a little bit of bullshit on that. Like, how do you take pride in watching that shit and you're okay with it? And then, you know, but a couple edgy jokes on Twitter or X, which, by the way, you still get banned for because there are a bunch of motherfuckers that keep getting suspended on a fucking daily. Rest in peace, Leafy. How the fuck is that so much? How is that too much, motherfucker? Like, are you kidding me? Rebarred logic, man. And as far as, like, shitting on somebody, you know, you love a good dog pile, Muta. And so does your wife. And so does, like, the people you associate with. So this whole, like, it's almost like it's really bitch-made behavior. Because you guys love to dog pile on people. And then the second, like, these dog piles weren't even on you, man. You didn't even get dog piled. You just saw things that offended you, right? Because you perceived them as racist. And apparently you couldn't even provide examples of this. I don't think I saw a single screenshot or receipt of you providing anything. We're just kind of taking your word for it. I don't know, man. I think memology kind of said it. Like, you kind of hit the nail on the head here. So, you know, from this America First post, popular YouTuber MUTAHAR left X due to his timeline being covered in poo jokes about Indians. So there's that. And then Memology kind of spitting here says anyone claiming this platform is too toxic now and decides to leave because of it is an absolute fucking pussy. Bro has navigated the darkest corners of the internet, but couldn't handle a couple of Pajit memes. Which, again, like, this is why I nominated him for the biggest pussy of the year. Like, again, don't get me wrong. This guy is not fucked up like Nick. You know, he's not like a malicious person like Ralph or anything. But he is a major fucking pussy. All right? And I don't dislike the guy. All right? I've talked to him a couple times. Very nice guy. Seems very, like, he has his head straight and stuff. Again, sure he's done better than most in this community, in this shithole landscape as far as e-celebs goes. But at the ending of the day, as a bear would say, major fucking pussy if you're literally complaining about mean words that you have to go out of your way to fucking find because you have thousands of notifications on a daily fucking basis. Big X to doubt on you just running across these things. You know, also, you can filter out words too, bro. All right. So, again, dumb. All right. Whatever. So, that's the MUTAHAR segment. All right. That's the MUTAHAR segment. That's why Muta was put in the category. Not because he's particularly bad. It's just that it had to be said, bro. But we're keeping it going. We got Rekieta at the top. We got Ralph right there. Second place, 31% Rekieta at 54, Muta all the way at the bottom. But yeah, guys, it's time. It's time. We're going to get into... Let's get some Ralph hijinks first, okay? Because there's a little bit of, like, developing news on the Ralph end and how he's kind of, like, getting Rekieta in trouble and shit. And then we'll go into Ralph and how he's getting Rackets in trouble. And then we'll go into the main fucking event, bro. We'll go into fucking Nick. All right, I'm just waiting for everybody to pile in. You know, we got to get settled. We got to get our stuff, right? We got to get ready. And, of course, 4 times the charm. We got to hit that like and share this fucking stream, bro. All right? That's what we got to do. We got to get hyped. All right? So, first, Ralph. What's going on with Ralph? How the hell is Ralph still fucking relevant? All right, well, Ralph has become one of Rekieta's strongest soldiers, basically. He's going around and he's kissing Rekieta's ass. I don't know what the reason is particularly. The only thing I can think of is that it's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend or some shit. I don't know. If you guys don't know, Rekieta has recently been going out of his way to call kiwi farmers pedophiles and framing them because that's what Rekieta does. Right? But you can't be critical of him, right? When you're critical of Nick, you're lying, you know, it's fake news, never happened. Nick is allowed to spread all the fake news he wants about you, like, you know, like whether you're Kiwi Farms and he used to suck up to you, or you're YELLOWFLASH and he used to suck up to you. You know, the second you criticize Nick, it's time for all the character attacks, all the deception, everything. He'll even take back a piece of shit like Ralph, right? He will. And we already know about Ralph. Now, personally, listen, do I hate Ralph? No. I actually think he's fun to laugh at. I actually think that, to his credit, it's kind of impressive that he hasn't died yet. It's kind of impressive that he still maintains himself like some fucking parasite in the fucking internet landscape to where he's still talked about and he still weasels his way into this thing. So I don't hate Ralph, all right, and it's fucking Ralph. It's like his entirety is like a meme at this point. But let's call a spade a spade. Ralph is a piece of shit. I think everybody can fucking acknowledge that. All right, he most definitely is, which makes sense why him and Rackets get along, especially now. Apparently, it's kind of come down that Ralph has been doing Rekieta's dirty work for him. Right? And there's a lot of like evidence pointing to this now. I'm gonna try to get the okay on I don't know if this is public knowledge, but I'm gonna try to get the okay on telling this one story about Ralph and how it might be like connected to Nick. I need to get the okay on that first. I can't talk about it yet. But there is that one instance. So I thought it was just one instance at first. Okay, but now we're going into more territory here. Like this one right here from Breaking Baldo News and Breaking Baldo. Aaron Emholt received a surprise call from Candy, Ohio PD after Ethan Ralph of the Kill Stream doxed his address. Strangely, Ethan only did this after privately meeting Rekieta Law after his hearing. Are Ethan and Nick co-conspirators to threaten a witness? And you know what? Nick is a fucking weasel. He's going to try to use plausible deniability, but we know how Nick is. So again, very likely that Nick is doing this, right? And as you can see here, this is Aaron. And now people are like, Aaron's the cuckold. Yes, he is the cuckold that shared Nick's wife. Very disgusting behavior. He's also the cuckold that ended up feeding Nick's kids because Nick didn't want to do it himself. He was too busy with the crack. He's also the lovely gentleman that Nick thought was a good idea to have in his house because, again, Rekieta's only the best judge of fucking character. So again, the only reason Aaron is relevant and is in this is because of Nick's fucking problem. So once again, this is all Nick's fault, but he's gonna say that it's not. Alright? Okay. In case nobody knew who Aaron was. Now we know who fucking Aaron is. So we got this over here. Aaron M. Hall hints at the unexpected phone call from an unnamed party concerning Ralph's activities. MN happened yesterday. I don't think Ralph realizes the damage he can do to his friends. At Legal Mindset, at Uncivil Law, this Vegas has odds on it being MNPD looking into Ralph's activities as an agent of Rekieta and potential state witnesses. And then Ralph here, 1v1 blood sports while I'm in the area, snitch. On your home turf. The content, and here's Ralph just doing the doxing here. So, you know, good old Ralph, you know, not, you know, just being Ralph. More context on this. Aaron and Ralph were gonna fight each other, like real life or something, because Ralph was feeling tough and was saying that he was gonna beat the shit out of him or something, and Aaron actually wanted to fight him. So they were trying to set it up. Ralph, I think, didn't show up because he's a bitch or something. So here we got more here. Ralph saying, Aaron, you're making a big mistake. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not even using my Ralph impression. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, hold on. I'll try to do the Ralph impression real quick, okay? Gotta get into character. Okay. Aaron, you're making a big mistake. A certain someone said they have something to say in their near future. Ooh-wee. To yours truly, who knows if it happens, but it will be unclear if it does. I'm Ethan Ralph of the illustrious Killstream. All right, I'm not, you know, admittedly, hearing myself, I don't think I'm very good at my Ethan Ralph impression. I don't know, you guys tell me. But we got a kill stream that's run by Ralph. Someone send me Steel Toe's location on Instagram. I need to mail him something. So I guess presumably Ralph is trying to mail this guy like a bomb or something. I don't fucking know what Ralph could be thinking. Maybe some powder or some shit. Ralph is very malicious and notorious, so you know, we'll see what happens. Definitely behind it in my opinion. Do your own dirty work. So again, also, there was that rumor. Remember the rumor about how Elissa Clips got her channel demonetized? No. The rumor was that Ralph ended up doing it. And the reason for that, I get even more confirmation on this. I got to find the clip. But apparently Ralph was having another episode. Like, he was taking a lot of pills and shit and, like, drugs and whatever. Like, he was having a racket time, all right? He was racketing around, all right, on his stream as he usually does. And apparently he kind of revealed that Nick was the one that told him to basically attack Elissa Clips and get her channel demonetized. He said, don't remember the exact quote, I'm kind of paraphrasing here, but he was like, Rekieta, I did the job for you, and shit like that, you know what I mean? Okay, so like he basically said that. Okay, what does that mean? All right, Rekieta, once again, he's going to be the weasel and he's going to use probable deniability. Right, he's gonna lie and he's gonna pretend like he doesn't know what's going on, even though he does. So I mean, it's a fair assumption to make that Rekieta is basically hiring Ralph as an attack dog to do all this fucking dirty shit. And you know what? To be honest, it makes sense, right? Because like, okay, realistically, what does Ralph have to lose? Ralph is a fucking, let's be real. Ralph has nothing to lose. Ralph has only everything to gain, right? He's only gonna become like relevant off of this shit. He's only gonna stay kind of relevant. He's gonna try to get some of Rekieta's fucking clout and leech off of it, whatever's left of the Rekieta clout. So we got Ralph here, he keeps going. Not there. We had lunch in Wisconsin, actually. So referencing Rekieta and him right here. Here he's quote tweeting Josh Pescator. Oh god, Pescator's still alive. Whoa. Did not know that. What's up, Pescator? How's it going, bud? Ralph says, April, Nick, or Kayla. Who else do I even know around here? Certainly not Keemstar. Maybe Dick Masterson. Aaron hates all these people. So Ralph trying to weasel out of it. Send the address again. And here's legal mindset over here saying Minnesota prosecutors might be curious if this constitutes a violation of 609.49.8. So we'll see. We'll see. You know, looks like second degree witness tampering. You know, Ralph leaves his vacation, massive L, you know. So there's that. Rekieta, I kind of want him to address this. I wonder what he's gonna say. All right, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what Rekieta has to say about this. What else is Ralph doing? Ralph is being bitch made here. You know, just typical shit. And unfortunately, I can't go to Ralph's direct fucking Twitter account because he blocked me after I pointed out that he got shit on by Flamenco, and it's really funny that he got shit on by Flamenco of all people. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got blocked by Ralph. So yeah, unfortunately, can't get his screenshots of the illustrious kill stream. But if anything, if you guys have Ralph's screenshots of Ralph, you know, just send them over. And I don't really hate Ralph at all. Like, you know, he's just a malicious guy on the internet. You know, he's just an asshole. Like, well, it's a little more than an asshole. But I mean, even the people around Ralph have had redemption arcs, right? You know, there are plenty of people that were doing Ralph's bidding that are now good guys, right? Like Gator and Warski, you know. So it's not like it's you know, I don't know. Maybe Ralph is beyond help, though. Maybe. I don't know. He was the ringleader, but, you know, almost anybody, I will say this, almost anybody can have a redemption arc. And a lot of people were, like, going to Ralph for that 1 week after he dropped Fuentes. I heard that, he ended up going back to Fuentes, though, because a lot of his supporters were groypers and shit. So that's why that little, like, face turn didn't last, but, you know, whatever. You know. It is what it is. We'll see. We'll see what happens, you know, in the Ralph shenanigans. But Rekieta. I want to go to Rekieta. I want to go to Rackets. There's a lot to cover with Rackets. There are a lot of clips that have surfaced over the past week. I actually made one video. Okay? I plan to drop more in that style as well. Because, God, that was fucking funny. And I think it could be made. I think they could be made. But we got a lot of clips to go to. So we're going to go and look at those. When it comes to Rekieta, he's been doing this shit. I guess kind of like fighting with people on Twitter again. So, yeah. As the thing with Aaron and Ralph was going on, he said this. I don't know what the fuck this implied, but he says, yes, I have seen you. I have no fear of any man being injured in any physical contest with you unless they pull a muscle. So he said this while Ralph and the Aaron shit was going down, while those shenanigans were going down, which is why this person said, are you willing to step in for a round after Ralph embarrasses himself? So he was saying that, and then he says, you streaming tonight, Lawman? And he ended up streaming, actually. But also, he was taking shots. He's been taking shots at fucking Legal Mindset and stuff like that. You go, I can't fucking see what Ralph said because he fucking blocked me. So, here's MrSEN, though. Like I said, we only got the best people going to bat for Nick. Also, why is Nick retweeting this shit? What the fuck, Nick? Alright, so we only got the best people, an 8-follower account. Nick is so fucking desperate that he's fucking reposting 8-follower accounts now. That's great, alright? Either this is a Nick alt account, or he's just fucking desperate that he's getting absolute nobodies and just reposting them because they're the only other people aside from Vito, Dax, and Ralph. Okay, so you got... Jesus, what a fucking lineup, bro. Oh my god. Oh, and there's the guy continuing to try to do the framing of like, oh, all kiwi farmers are pedophiles, homie. Here we got another one right here. These are normal people, definitely not weirdos. And we got Rekieta here taking a screenshot of a kiwi farmer. He says, any signs of the kids in or around the hearing? So Rekieta, again, just trying to smear the farms, which is like, again, it's kind of hilarious because this idiot was singing a different tune. Like, if we want to go with Nick's if we want to go with Nick's smear campaign and his pretend delusions, that means you were promoting pedophiles for over 5 years, Nick. And you had no issue doing that. You had no issue supporting these people. You had no issue standing up for their quote-unquote rights. Huh, last time I checked, pedos didn't have rights. Oh, Nick, does that mean you just defend pedophiles? Well, I can believe that, because you literally defend fucking people like Vito, Dax, on a regular fucking basis. So, I guess Rekieta is just the pedophile defender. Awesome, cool, alright. Glad we established that. But, on his off time, when Rekieta isn't fascinated by, you know, kiwi farms and mauling about them and just spying on them. This is a 40-year-old man, by the way. He's going and he's sending love letters to Null. Okay, he's constantly. I don't know why Nick keeps doing this. All right, I guess Nick thinks he's like trolling, and he's like this master troll.
Revenge pornographer, pedophile.
But
there is no redemption arc that even Keem could come up with that doesn't involve a 0.45 ACP.
Wait a minute, GG. Wait a minute. Thank you for that. But like, is Ralph actually? So Ralph is a rapist, a revenge pornographer, and a pedophile. There's no redemption arc that he couldn't. Is that accurate? Give that comment a thumbs up if that's fucking accurate. Okay, I'm just gonna give it a like because I like it, and I'm gonna use this new feature on the tubes. All right, right here. Okay, there you go. Also, I have a question for chat. Have I not been showing this on screen the entire time? Because if not, I'm gonna be very pissed. Okay, because then that means I have to rewind time and do the segments over again. Very unprofessional. Granted, we only covered 2 tweets, and he's been going quite a bit. Please tell me I had my display on. Please tell me I didn't. Please. Fuck. Whatever. This is the person he was calling a pedo. Okay, this is the farms. Okay, the farms. Nick, I can't get over this. Like, the fucking stupidity that you have to be a Nick Rekieta fan in 2024. Just fucking off the charts, man. Like, the intelligence of a Rekieta fan is they'll probably get a registered sex offender and let them babysit their kids. That's how smart the average Nick Rekieta fan is in 2024. Right? Because there's no way in fuck you can tell me Nick is trying to pass on this story that Kiwi Farms is full of pedos when he fought for their rights for 5 fucking years? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, Nick, what about the time that they were doing what you wanted them to do? Why weren't you calling them pedos then? Fucking idiot, bro. This guy is one of the most disingenuous, dishonest pieces of fucking garbage I've ever fucking met. And I've seen a lot of scum, ladies and gentlemen, all right? But Rekieta just kind of takes the cake at this point. He's such a fucking jackass about things. He's so shameless, all right? He's almost as shameless as people like Vito and Dax, probably why they get along. But again, to go back to what I was originally doing, sending love letters to Josh. I don't know why Nick is trying to troll like a bitch right now. I guess that's what he's doing. He thinks he's trolling. But as you can see here, Nick, he won't leave Josh alone. Like, he keeps texting this guy for no fucking reason. Look at this. Like, really, like, be real. Even if you're a Nick Rekieta fan, okay? Okay, even, why is Nick going out of his way to talk to this guy, right? Like, he has already established he doesn't like Josh. He thinks Josh is this, and that. He's been going around saying that Josh is a Shotokan, along with, like, Dax and Vito, which the fucking ironies in all three of you even trying to throw stones is just off the charts. Vito the pedophile, Dax the pedophile, and fucking Nick Rekieta is on the cusp of being a fucking pedophile. Fucking hilarious that you guys are trying to call Null a Shotokan because of a fucking potential message he said when he was 14, you know, a fucking minor, those things that Vito likes to touch, that Vito was saying he likes to actively touch, you know, that. It's fucking amazing, bro. This guy is fucking stupid. Like, Nick is legitimately fucking retarded, like all of these people. But he's like a scorn lover. He continues to hit up Null right here. You know, the guy he's calling a pedo, he says... And he's watching his forum too. You can tell he's looking. He's continuing to look at the farms. Okay? Like, look, he can't help himself. He can't help himself. Nick says, oh, someone has no idea what stage of the case he's at. Literally doesn't understand the issue or the legal reasoning. Also, you didn't block me. Oh no, Kiwi bros. So again, Nick, I don't know. I don't know if this is just like desperation, fucking loneliness. I don't know, man, but like he's going out of his way like a jilted lover, continuously continuing to message Null. Null says, as I've stated, I have nothing to gain from talking to you. You are actively hostile towards me. I will no longer respond to you, and I will not post messages on your behalf. If you want to write me so that I read your messages and champion that as a big win, go for it. So it's again like Null just being completely Sigma about the situation. And Nick, for some fucking reason, like this is a less unhinged, more thought out fucking response than anything Nick is doing. Nick is literally acting like a fucking child, you know, like the things Vito likes to touch that Nick supports for some reason, right? Nick supports Vito touching kids, whatever floats your boat, guy. But you see this shit? It's like Nick is acting like a fucking kid over this. And fucking Null is just acting like the adult here. And Nick takes this, puts it on fucking Twitter, and thinks this is a fucking own. He's like, when Null's... Wait, hold on, I gotta do the Nick impression. Fuck me, dude. When Null says he'll block you for his mental health, but he misses you, it's so fucking stupid. This is the stupidest shit I've seen Nick post. Like, legitimately, it baffles me. The way this guy works baffles me. Then he's like, Nick thinks he's slick. He's going on the attack now. So now we got a post 1 hour ago. I'm sure the Kiwis will dissect it. I don't know why this only has 3 likes, though. If it's some epic win. Who's he responding to? Okay, so he's responding to random strangers now. What is this? Random account. Is this Cog? Oh my fucking god, it's Cog. Yeah, there's something shit fucking going on. So, oh my fucking god. All right, well, I guess this is an entire fucking thing I had to say. And Nick, my guy, Jesus, look at all the shit he's doing. This guy is an absolute fucking ass clown. Look at all this shit. Like, okay, I can understand, like, Twitter autists, like, repeatedly going and trying to make points and whatever. But Nick... like, super important Nick, supposedly, Nick saying he's important, and he's getting fucking ratioed by these people. Like, that's the worst part about it, is Nick is getting ratioed by almost all of these fucking randoms. He's getting fucking ratioed by Cog, of all fucking people. Like, this is sad. This is not good for Nick. There's Dax already in the replies, like, one of his strongest Nick soldiers over here. But yeah, Nick was going on for, like, a long fucking time, just fucking spurging... spurging out for whatever reason. Fuck, I don't even know where to begin. Continuously going at, oh, this is the person that used to be a Nick Paypig or whatever, and Nick, because they criticized Nick, he went on a tangent. Nick went on a tangent saying that he should off himself. So that's what Nick thinks of his fucking you know, viewers slash fans. So if you're gonna criticize Nick and you're a fan of his, prepare to have like him do a fucking 30-minute rant about why you should, you know, delete and stuff. Jesus, this fucking guy, man, he doesn't stop. 22 hours ago. What is this? What is this, dude? I'm not even fucking... Should we even read all this shit? Do we read all this? I don't know, chat. Do we fucking read Nick Spurgout? This is a lot of shit, bro. Should we read Nick Spurgout? Okay, so it basically starts here. Then he does this stupid little cope stream. And this is where it starts. Okay, it starts here, and it continues onward. Should we read the entire cope fest of Nick? Like, he's spurging out quite a bit. We could read it. I guess, like, what is it the streamers do? Give me a 1 if we should read this entire spurg out. Give me a 2 if we should just go to the clips. Okay. Yeah, you missed. Yeah, Huggy, you missed me shitting on Muta. There's at the very beginning, we gave Muta the smallest segment because there's not really much to say, and I'm gonna make a video on it anyway. So, yeah. I have bad taste in YouTubers. I like the amazing Lucas when he fell off the rails, like Tipster, then he fell off the rails. Then I like that one fat guy, I can't remember his name. Busted on the kill stream for sending reports out of video. A lot of spurg out here. 1, read it, Lord have mercy. Read it, it's hilarious. Rekieta wants to remain irrelevant. He is not. Yeah, that's the thing. It almost seems like he craves attention now and wants to be relevant. His, oh god, somebody told me that, like, they think this is a strategy by Nick. Now, this is very charitable to Nick. Well, first of all, shout out to the 100 of you in the stream. Shout out to all of you. Make sure you hit the like, though, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the fucking like. Well, let's try to get, I don't know, let's try to get 70 likes on this shit, all right? I know we can do more than this, all right? 48, not bad. We could do more. Just press the button, all right? Just press the fucking button. Everybody's saying read it. 1, 1, 1. Everybody's saying 1. 1 with deep breathing breaks. Thinking of mundane Matt. Oh, mundane fucking Matt. Okay, thank you. That's the fat guy you were talking about. Got it. Get me some addies or find some blow if you're gonna read that too. The overly obnoxious drunken rants is where I stopped supporting him. The arrests and all this fallout with him doubling down confirms I made the right choice. Okay, well, I guess, like, unanimously some people want, I think we should read Rekieta's spurg out. Okay, I guess Lord have mercy, but we might have to take a little bit of a break and watch a clip in between it. All right, this is a lot of this is a lot. Okay, this is a big spurg out by Nick. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and unfortunately read this shit. All right, Nick, over here. Let's see. Going live. Okay, so this is the one where he, it presumably all starts. Okay. Right here. All right. Oh, and it started. Oh my god, he started before he even started streaming. Like, I don't fucking get this. Why is he fighting with, like, these random fucking people, dude? Like, why is Dax in here? Like, what is this shit, bro? What world are we in? Okay, all right, let's just stay here. Rekieta is using a combination of an appeal to authority, fan loyalty, and his audience political bias to gaslight them into thinking that a warrant requires a very high standard when it really doesn't. Nick says, all we ask officers requesting a warrant is please just don't lie. Nick, very high. So Nick just being dishonest as usual. This person said, you pretend it's a low standard by saying just don't lie. Make it a high standard in practice because what counts as a lie to you was the cop not explicitly saying he got the video from another source, even though it's implied based on the context. So this is like Nick's alt account. I'm fully convinced this is a Nick alt account at this point, all right? Because number one, okay, did Rekieta reply to this? No, Rekieta didn't even reply to this. Okay, so Rekieta's not even replying to the person he starts a fight with. Okay, but this account that Nick has reposted for some reason that has 8 followers is just picking up where Nick left off for some fucking reason. So I think, honestly, this is actually a lapdog for Rekieta, or this is Nick's fucking alt account, all right? Nice choice with the bender, but, like, come on now, bro. So now, This guy fights Nick's battles. I'm not interested in Nick on an alt or like a random lapdog fighting Nick's battles for him. I'd rather laugh at Nick spurging out at people going ahead and owning him. So we'll just read Rekieta's posts. Rekieta then quote tweets this guy, says, I spent... Oh. Should I do this with the Rekieta voice? Okay, chat, that's another question for you. You gotta let me know. You want me to do the Rekieta voice for all these fucking replies? You know, that's gonna basically take a little bit off my lifespan, I'm not gonna lie. Do you guys want me to use the Rekieta voice while reading these shitty messages? Or should I just go ahead and read them in a normal fucking tone? Okay? Let me know, chat. Let me know. For this one, I'm just gonna read it normally. Because, God, my voice is going to die if I don't. Rekieta says, I spent basically an entire live stream saying we really only asked the cops to not lie. This dork says I'm trying to convince people that is a very high standard. This is typical. People place me into their argument fantasies and pretend I make claims that I don't. You know what? At first, it took me a while, admittedly, to pick up on the narcissism. Right? But, like, it's so fucking obvious, bro. It's fucking... After a while, it becomes so hilarious. The narcissism just oozes out of this guy. Undeserved narcissism at that. Alright, we found out Nick's dick doesn't work, and he needs a shit ton of Viagra to make it work. So, again, and that's not even taking into consideration the failed parenthood, fucking Vito's affiliation, Dax's affiliation... So again, you know, just a lot of fucking shit, a lot of bad shit from Nick. He's not the one to be talking like this. I'm just saying, bro. This person says, being the OG video isn't everything either. I can say that even watching the OG video on the OG channel can have a material difference too. For example, if I watch the same video from the same channel but on 3060p instead of 720, it could cause a difference in what I am perceiving. Nick says, what resolution was it downloaded, re-uploaded, and viewed by the officer? Thinking this, they're talking about the video that presumably, I think, COG sent or whatever, or was the one that recorded it, right? I might be hazy on the details, okay? So if anybody knows what I'm referencing, tell me. But I do believe it was like this video where Nick was like, I think it was the video Nick was jacking off or something. And it was used as evidence or something, and I think Nick is trying to say that it was edited so that it can't be used or something. Again, I don't know. So this person says, why do you keep coming back? You don't need to defend yourself again. Every little thing. How insecure about yourself do you have to be? Nick says this isn't an answer. So again, Nick deflecting, not addressing the question, not addressing the statement. Nick is just spurging out. This is literally just Nick spurging out. All right? Not, dude, I don't think I've ever seen Rekieta ever fucking do this. Like, not that I feel bad for him in any way. I just don't remember the last time this fucking guy was spurging out so much, dude. It's so funny. It's fucked up, too. Because Nick I don't remember him ever spurging out this much. He goes into every reply, replies to them, gets angry. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. Take a guess. How many fucking followers does this have? Fucking under 100. Again, 100. That's gonna get under your skin? Whatever. Alright. So, he says, those would be relevant points to bring up. No, but I didn't see anywhere in your motion to suppress. Rekieta says, answer the question. I don't know what resolution they would have watched it in. Rekieta says, wrong answer. So, Rekieta... he wants you to answer a question just for him to be like, no, wait, hold on, wrong, no, that's not the right answer, allow me. And it's like somebody pointed out that like Nick is like one of the biggest fucking gaslighters here, and I fucking I agree. Right now I'll go into why I agree. A donation for the Nick voiceover fund. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, we got something for the Nick voiceover fund. I guess. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Any donations for the Nick's voiceover fund will definitely make me do the voiceovers longer, okay? Because it's gonna fucking kill me. All right, it's gonna fucking destroy my. It's gonna take 10 years off my lifespan. I'll just say that, but I do greatly appreciate that. All right, let's do the shitty fucking voiceover. Okay. Wrong answer. Oh shit, this is a long one. Okay, you got your money's worth then. It's the wrong answer because we're not moving to suppress the video, and it isn't about the accuracy of the video as it stands today. It's about the cop using a copy of the video that he hasn't verified against the original, and not just telling the judge that. Instead, he chose to lie. Okay, how was that? I hope that was worth it. Oh god, that killed me. You guys have no ideas. Ugh. But again, and you know what? This motherfucker doesn't even stop. Dude, he goes on. This guy goes on? No way. Jesus fucking Christ. Dude. Okay, I was not expecting this. Okay, fuck. My guy. Okay, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting him to go this slow. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Was I gonna read this entire thing then? Yeah. Okay. I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. All right. Any more donations to the Nick voiceover fund would be greatly appreciated. I was gonna say that, but okay, this motherfucker here, Jesus. The lie was used to justify an intrusion of my. You gotta be fucking shitting me. Okay, whatever. The lie was used to justify an intrusion of my Fourth Amendment rights in violation of the Constitution. You're trying to argue the veracity of the video as evidence? I'm saying the officer just had a duty to inform the judge of a tiny amount of doubt and chose to lie instead. Okay, surely Nick's done now, right? Surely there's not anything more that he needs to prove to the internet, because remember, Nick told you he didn't care, right? Remember Nick telling you over and over again that he so totally does not care, and that it doesn't matter what the haters say, and that he's always right, and he's gonna be proven right, so it doesn't matter what they have to say. Remember that? You remember that? I remember that. Okay, surely he's stopped, right? There's no way he's gonna continue. Nope, he's gonna fucking continue. I just want you guys, I'm not going crazy, right? You guys remember when Nick said this, that he didn't care and he wasn't going to try to change your mind and he doesn't this and that. You guys remember, this was literally less than a month ago, chat. Okay, he literally said he wasn't going to try to change your mind, that he didn't care, that he was right, that you were wrong, and that there's no skin off his back, right? Remember he said that, and now, yo, paragraph number 2. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, let's go. This isn't an issue that trialed because authenticity of the video would be obviated by just getting the original from YouTube. The video's admissibility would stand or fall on any number of other grounds. He's still fucking going. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Okay. You're arguing the wrong point because you misunderstand the issue. Yes, you're the problem. Again, Nick says, you're the problem. Let me be the solution. Okay. That cop didn't watch the 4-hour stream and the 4-hour copy and verify them. All they had to do was provide the judicial officer with information that it wasn't the original. But again, chose to lie. Knowingly. Thank you, Nick, for that lovely insight. Love it. Good job, man. Well, no, I'm gonna forget the fact that you said you didn't care about this and the no skin off your back, you know. Okay, cool. So let's see here. I thought I saw somewhere that Mrs. Rekieta has accepted a plea deal. Is that correct? Would the same issue as to the search warrant apply to her case? Yes, that is right. Lady Rackets, you know, our wife, aka Nick's wife on paper. Apparently, word on the street, she took a plea deal. So let's have Nick, the truth teller, the law pope, explain this to us. And, you know, she said...
Nixon. I am not her counsel. I cannot say if she has accepted a plea deal or not. If she enters a plea and the court accepts it, it will be publicly filed following a hearing.
So there's Nick, you know, the law pope. The law pope. Wait, what is this? Sometimes these memes can get a little fucked up. All right, so I gotta be careful. Gotta remember where we are. We gotta remember that Nick is a flagger. Okay, Nick flags. He gets fucking Ralph to flag on his behalf as well, and apparently he gets Ralph to dox random people on the internet as well. I think, listen, man, I think Nick is going to, regardless, have plausible deniability because he's a fucking piece of shit that always seems to rely on that. But Squidward Rackets, thank you, appreciate that very much. Okay. But this idiot is always going to have plausible deniability, attempt to have plausible deniability, but I think we can all smell the bullshit and we can all read between the lines. We can all see that Nick is going ahead and he's getting Ralph as an attack dog. I think that's the logical conclusion here. And he's going ahead and he's getting Ralph to just flag people, dox people, intimidate them. It's really fucked up, right? He's doing all the shit he complains about that doesn't even happen to him, right? He's smearing people left and right. He's burning bridges. We haven't even gotten to Nick burning the bridge with Flash and then trying to paint Flash as a pedo defender when, again, there's the irony that Nick is the one that defends pedos or questionable people. How's it going, Belinda? Nice to see one of my top mods here. So let's see here. All right. Fucking Nick, bro. That Nick. Okay. So I'm gonna stop the Squidward Rekieta voice for a second because it's killing me. But if there's another donation, I'll go back to it just to make it fair. So this person says, you're moving to suppress what the cops found by calling into question his credibility based on the description of the video. But I don't see how it's a lie. At worst, he wasn't precise enough. Even uncivil law thought it was a distinction without a difference. I obviously can't. And then Rekieta says, no, I'm not. Look, the cop says it's the original, judge. But he knowingly watches a copy. The reason he doesn't just tell the judge it's an accurate copy is because he can't do so truthfully. He has two options. Lie or tell the judge it's a copy and that it's possibly not accurate. And then the motherfucker fucking continues. Of course he does. The lie guarantees the warrant. The truth might give the judge a pause in allowing cops to bust into a home. That's what matters. Person says, he never said it was the original though. I looked at the warrant and he just said that he was able to review the video that was taken off your TV, YouTube, and Rumble. Any responsible or reasonable person would think that he would be referring to a re-upload. At worst, it's imprecise, but not a lie. And then Rekieta comes back and he says, but he wasn't able to review the video that was taken off if YouTube and Rumble. 1, it wasn't taken off, it was private. 2, taken off could also mean taken from, but it wasn't. He wasn't aware of the video before it was made private. Either meaning leaves the impression that he got the video that was taken from or taken down from YouTube. But he didn't. He got a copy which he did not make and could not verify as accurate. This is according to his own words. Person says, TLDR, your daughter tested positive for coke and you're a failure of a parent and a husband. This person says, what do you mean by taken off if YouTube and Rumble? Taken off if what? If you're high on cocaine? Holy shit, if that works, then I have lost all faith in the justice system. Only Nick Rekieta can find a weaselly way to get out of this situation. That is one thing you can take away from Nick. He will always find a way to go ahead and, just be a fucking bitch, all right? In layman's terms. Be a fucking bitch. Jesus Christ, what is this? He just keeps going. So they said this, okay, Oh, we were only here, okay. Nick here, this isn't an answer. He says this. Talking about Cog, do you want them to call Cog a retard? Will that give you satisfaction, Baldo man? If Cog is irrelevant, I didn't even know. This is this. Okay, let's Jesus fucking Christ. I think we read all this though. Yeah, I think we did. Okay, cool. What is this? This is a Rekieta meme. Rekieta memes. Okay, there. We read that. Okay. Okay, pretty much imply cops kick your door down. That's not what he wrote, and that's the best part. You're assuming and inferring his meaning, and you're defaulting to a broken man. I am not her counsel. Do you realize the officer lied in all the possible meetings? I thought he wasn't supposed to say that the officer lied or anything, or at least imply it. I know he was implying it on like the Chrissy Myers
Here's another quarter
bullshit
for
that
the
he went to,
Rekieta
and a lot of the
voiceover.
other streamers. Thought he wasn't supposed to. Okay. This one seems interesting. So Nick says, when you're arguing over just how untruthful the sworn affidavit should be allowed to be so the cops can kick your door down and arrest you, how's the leather? Person says because it's not untruthful. Who the fuck is Nick fighting with? Typical. So he's fighting with a random fucking weeb on the internet. Like, I'm asking myself, who is Nick fighting with so fucking... Like, who is he fighting with so hard? Okay, he's fighting with some random weeb with under 1,000 fucking followers on the internet. And what the fuck? That's how he's going so fucking hard for this shit? That's fucking crazy, bro. This guy is a Okay, Nick is a fucking spurg, dude. This guy is a literal fucking spurg. He's fighting with a random weeb on the internet with less than 1,000 followers. Because this weeb is, I guess, like, owning him and shit. What the fuck? Remember, this is literally Nick who said he didn't care about this shit. Remember, Nick doesn't care. That's why he's, like, hitting Null up to make statements for him on Kiwi Farms. Fucking Rekieta doesn't care. That's why he's trying to smear Kiwi Farms as all pedophiles. Nick doesn't care, which is why he's spurging out on Twitter and fighting all these random people with less than 1,000 followers. Remember, guys, Nick really doesn't fucking care because you're all wrong and he's gonna be proven right. Okay? Jesus Christ. Ay, motherfucker. Yeah, Nick is practically fighting himself at this point. Rodger with the 5, appreciate that, is another quarter for the Rekieta voiceover. Because we gotta get into that. Okay, we'll do the next lines as Rekieta. Nicky the Nose in the Operation Gaslight, a coke-fueled thriller written and casted by Dick Masterson. Vito Pedoldi. Oh, that's good.
With some of the stupid shit that you fucking say.
Vito Pedoldi, directed by Ethan Oliver, Stoned Ralph. That's a lovely. Thank you. Amazing. Simply amazing. Thank you both for the donut. Thank you, Gigi. Thank you, Rodger. Every troll is a racket's windmill. It's amazing. Everyone lies except for Nick, the proven lying liar who lies. Crazy, right? Right? Talk about splitting hairs and technicalities. So fucking true. So true. True. All right. That's awesome. That's awesome, though. Okay. I guess I'll reread this. Let's see. Where's Nick? All right. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. These are some interesting lines over here. All right.
When you're arguing over just how untruthful the sworn affidavit is, should be allowed to be so the cops can kick your door down and arrest you. How's the leather?
And then this person said because it's untruthful. Random fanboy for Nick says, got proof, got evidence. Do you have some magical thing that somehow Nick and his lawyer doesn't have, or the cops? Or are we, man, boy, calm down. You're asking way too many questions. But I like the last one, opinionated assumption on trust me, bro. Dude, all Nick does is opinionated assumptions. That's literally what Nick is doing, right? That's what... Oh my fucking god. It's like I saw a random rebard on my comments section today when after like I showed Dr. Disrespect's confession, he was like, I need more proof of this. Like, bro, he fucking confessed to what he did. What do you mean you need more proof? Is this word not good enough? Like, a confession is no longer good enough for you? Like, what? That's insane. These people are fucking crazy. Like, what? Okay. So this person here says, I don't know, this is pretty convincing. This is very far from a lie or misinterpretation.
So let's go ahead and read this real quick. On May 22nd, 2014, Imholt did a video blog where he talked about Nicholas and insinuated controlled substance use, and also referred a video blog that Nicholas put online on May 21st, 2024, had since been taken off the internet. Imholt indicates in his blog that Nicholas needs help and needs to get help for his kids because of his substance abuse. Imholt points out the time in the video where Nicholas has a white powdery substance on his nose. On May 22nd, your affiant was able to review the video that was taken by Nicholas's YouTube and Rumble social media. The video from May 21st and is of Nicholas in blah 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 blah. Give me all the possible meanings if your affiant was able to review the video. Take it off. Phrase, your affiant was able to review that the affiant reviewed a video previously posted by Nicholas. I think this is the ChatGPT thing. Affiant, the person making a sworn affidavit, was able to review a video and previously posted on Nicholas's social media sites, but was later removed. Okay, so this is interesting. What is Nick's response to this, though? It says, do you realize that the officer lied in all of the possible meetings? Like, again, I'm going to ask chat, like, okay, for those of you, some of you have been here, like, you guys are regulars and stuff. Like, am I going crazy? Like, I do remember Null saying that Nick was not supposed to say this shit, right? Or this, so that does Nick just not give a shit anymore? Does he just, like, has he gone scorched earth? Because now he's just actively saying that the officers lied. I don't know, like, what's going on? I like this little gif right here. This little fucking keep going with the popcorn, because that's all this is. This is a shit show, all right? It is a shit show. It is very fucking whatchamacallit. It is very, oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, he's still fucking going. Awesome. Okay. I need to watch a clip. Okay, I need to de-stress with a fucking clip. Okay? I need a fucking clip. Let's go to Elissa. I need the clip. You know what? We'll go back to what he's saying, but first, let's go ahead and watch that one. We got like fresh clips as well, right here, hot off the presses, as I like to say. Right here, we got the omnibus. Oh my God, we got the Mad at the Internet segment. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we're eating good tonight. We're eating good tonight. We're getting the Mad at the Internet segment. We're gonna do a nice little watch along. Oh shit. All right. 35 minutes. Ooh, that's at least a good hour. Oh boy. All right. We got that. We got Rekieta talking about his jail likelihood. Oh, we got Nick spurging out at legal mindset. I'll probably make this its own video as well. Previously we had Nick and like Barnes trying to label legal mindset as a pedophile for whatever. Again, just like the sweetest irony, or like the funniest thing, the stones being thrown, right, is that this is Nick and Barnes fucking saying it. That's just fucking, that's Kino, bro. That's pure Kino. But yeah, Nick is spurging out about legal mindset. He's pissed off at him. Again, I also want to point out, this is another point I'm going to re-bring up, kind of like with Flash. You ever notice how Nick is friends with all these people he later calls very scummy individuals, and how they've always been scummy and they never tell the truth and they're this, and that? Why is it that Nick has like the pattern of behavior of befriending all these scumbags, and then when they call out Nick or even slightly criticize him, all of a sudden Nick does like this 180 where he tries to demonize them and be like, oh, you know, these people are bad, you know, they're fake, and then he tries to copy my talking points. I know you're a fan. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why does he always do this shit? It's like awfully convenient that he has all this shit to say about these people that he calls internet friends. We can go straight into the Mad at the Internet segment right now. Okay, that's probably gonna give or take like an hour. Or we could go to some other clip. We could get into the Flash thing, or we can do the Maddie segment. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and make a poll real quick.
But first of all, let's get this poll out of the way. It is a jam. It's very much a jam. It's a mood, bro. It's great. Okay, so we're gonna do a poll. What are we watching? Okay, fuck. Wrong button. Okay. How do I get rid of this? Okay, cool. What are we watching? So, are we gonna watch the Rekieta Mad at the Internet segments? Okay, that's a null segment. Or do you want to watch the Nick spurging about Flash? We're gonna do both. But I want to show or see which one do you guys want to go over first? Okay, drinking water art or anchor speed. Hey man, you gotta stay hydrated, okay? We can't just be drinking alcohol like Nick. All right, we're gonna end up a mess, and then before you know it, we'll have a cuck fucking our wife, and you know we'll be bad parents. So we can't be doing that. Can't have none of that. But yeah, the poll is up, guys. Take your pick. We're watching the Maddie segment first. Mad at the Internet, nulls, breakdown. Or are we gonna watch Rekieta spurging out at fucking Flash for whatever reason? Either good choice. We're gonna do both. But I want to know which one we're gonna do first. And while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna finish up with this Rekieta rambling because yeah, he's not done. He's not done. He's still fucking going. So I guess we'll just keep, while you guys vote for that, we'll go ahead and we'll keep seeing, looking at Rekieta spurg out at some random weeb on the internet with less than 1,000 followers. So Rekieta says this is, he's talking about Lady Rackets. He says that he's not the council, blah, 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 blah. This person says, for some reason, some of your tweets didn't pop up in my mentions, despite apparently being there for hours. Anyway, I'm saying the officer just had a duty to inform the judge of a tiny amount of doubt, chose to lie instead. You mean he wasn't explicit enough, and you basically think he was explicit enough because he knowingly lied? So I wasn't at the hearing that the cop even testified, because you're inferring quite a lot from just him not being explicit about it being a re-upload. Then Nick says, dude, he knew he was not watching my video. He told the judge he was watching my video. What the fuck? The mere act of downloading and re-uploading the video changes the file due to compression. We don't even need to argue how, Jesus fucking Christ. We don't even need to argue how much it changes, but it can also have several other edits, color grading, added effects, etc. All of that could happen. He knowingly did not verified that it didn't happen and instead told the judge he watched mine. Any of those edits and even the normal compression issues of a re-upload raises the possibility that what he thinks he saw isn't accurate. Somebody said it in the chat earlier and they're like, talk about fucking splitting hairs. And that's like pretty much what this seems like. It's just Nick splitting hairs. It's fucking crazy. Oh my god. Shout out to those memberships. Or gift to those memberships. Shadow Humor. Thank you. Shout out to you. Gifting 5 memberships. Appreciated, bud. How you been? Good to see you, man. Yeah, so it just seems like he's splitting fucking hairs. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking funny. It's funny. It's crazy. It's stupid. It's Nicky. It's Nicky the Nose, ladies. It's Nicky the Nose. Okay. Big kingpin in LawTube, the Law Pope. Okay. You have to be faithful to him. You need to say all the nice things about him. You need to make fucking damage control streams like Kumalot. You know, you can't question him and say, Nick, you're being a fucking idiot. Because if you say that, that's it. The Baldo is not for you. All right, then Nick will spurg out at you and say how you've always been bad and like horrible and this, and that, and how he's very disappointed and he's the victim. Dude, it's fucking horrible. That that entire rant, dude. I'm almost tempted to go to like some of my comments. There was a couple decent comments that were formed. I'm almost tempted to read some of them. I don't know if I should do that. Maybe we'll do that.
Oh yeah, this last fucking Nick thing. His duty is to inform the judge of the possibility that what he watched isn't an accurate representation. Instead, he lied. So again, I don't know if I'm crazy here, but I do remember like people saying Nick should not be saying that, like, you know, cops are lying, because that's not good, basically. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe I was imagining that. Anyway, Nick says, do you even realize that it's almost a guarantee that he still has not seen the video from YouTube and Rumble? That is, dude, that does look like massive technicality bullshit, right? Because it's like, oh, it has to be from YouTube and Rumble. I don't know, man. This is fucking dumb. This person points it out. This seems like a hair-splitting argument based on technicality. Not sure it'll fly, but I hope you can ram this up to the state's ass and torpedo the whole case. But yeah, that's what it seems like, dude. It seems like this is like hair splitting technicalities and shit, which, come on now, Nick. So there you go. This person said, if he wasn't intentionally trying to lie, why would he even mention that it was taken off the day before? Wouldn't he think omitting the information because a judge might ask, wait, how did you watch the video? It was taken off the day before? Nick says, no, because he said he reviewed the video, not my video. He wrote it in a way that represented it as the video, but it isn't. Again, the mere act of the download and re-upload means the files are actually discernibly different. Jesus fucking Christ. He's really trying, bro. He's really trying. He's trying. Well done, sir. A little Jordan Peterson Kermit dashed in. He's trying to use the defense he used in the Rittenhouse trial, but that video is very different. Nick's video is the same. I mean, to be fair, the tactic could work, but shouldn't and probably won't. True, very true. Okay, so we got a good amount of time. 5 minutes on the clock. Nick's spurging out about Flash wins unanimously. Okay, so that's what we're going with. We're gonna do the Flash versus Nick segment, and then we'll wrap it up with Matt at the internet. Maybe we'll have a couple other things here and there, but okay, we'll do Flash first, and then we'll do Matty, and we'll do Matt at the internet. But since we're doing Flash versus Nick right now, let's see, whose team are you on? Let's see what we got. We got Flash, ladies and gentlemen. We got Yellow Flash. And then we got Nicky the Nose. Let's see. Who you got, guys? Who you got? Whose side are you on? Whose team are you? Are you Team Flash or are you Team Nick? Okay. I know Nick still got some supporters over there, okay? Got some supporters. You know. All right, let's see who we got. Who you got? I know who I got. I think you guys can guess. All right. And also, let me know if there are any valid criticisms from Flash. Again, I saw a couple on my video, but I don't know how legitimate they are. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know, because I am curious. All right, if there is legitimate criticisms. All right. But as far as a comparison between him and Nick, I think it's a no-brainer and shit. Right? Fucking, yeah, there's no way. He can't be any worse than, Nick. There's just no fucking way, bro. All right. Okay, let's watch this. Luckily, it's 5 minutes, but he says, it's like a massive spurg out. It's fucking hilarious. Okay? So, we're going to watch this real quick. And shout out to the 150 plus of you still here. Make sure to hit the like and share. Very big props to you guys. Okay, really appreciate you guys for spending your Friday nights with Friday Night Scene. All right, cool. Let's get into this real quick. Rekieta versus Flash. Here we go. Let's get this ready. 1, 2, and 3.
Stepping outside myself, which is difficult, but stepping outside myself and looking in, you go, all right, so when one of your fellow creators or whatever engages in something, or I shouldn't say engages, is engaged in something that is massively controversial, and there's a bunch of ways to go, a lot of creators, I'll tell you straight out, do an analysis. And they go, where did the chips fall on this? Where does my audience fit on the issues? What kind of positions have I taken in the past? And despite the fact that so many of them are flat fucking retards. Hi, Flash. How's it going, man? Oh, you fucking idiot.
Oh my god, the disdain, bro. The disdain this guy has for his old buddy. Jesus. Okay. So I heard from one of my comments, and I think another source, that apparently Flash burned the bridge first, or that fucking at the very least Flash lit fucking Rekieta up on his show about a week ago or something, or maybe a couple days before this happened, because fucking Flash found out about the kids and stuff and what Nick's been doing and shit. And admittedly, I think a while back, even like 2-3 weeks ago, Flash was already going in on Nick and like not liking how he was going about things, you know, like with the drugs and the fucking weirdos coming into your house, and Nick having sex with like April and Aaron while his children slept in the other room. Which again, if we wanted to be pieces of shit like Nick, if we wanted to be uncharitable, we would call Nick a pedo just for that. Because I mean, like, again, Nick has been calling people pedos for much less. I think it's a little fucked up for him to be having sex with other fucking adult strangers while his kids sleep in the other room. But again, that's only if you want to be as uncharitable to Nick as he's been to other people. Yeah, like, that's really fucking sus shit. But again, that's only if you want to be a piece of shit like fucking Nick Rekieta. Alright? Because Nick is going about calling people pedos for much less than the bullshit he's pulling off. He's going ahead and he's calling people pedo defenders for much less than the bullshit he's fucking doing. Like with Vito and Dax, and I mean, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what is this? Oh, and don't worry, he's gonna do the smearing, like, halfway into this video as well. Like, he's gonna do that. And we're gonna point it out, but yeah, the disdain he already has for this guy, man. He's like, Flash, wait, hold on, Flash, you fucking retard, and hey man, you weren't singing that tune when you were on Flash's all the fucking time, making an ass of yourself, right? Very different energy now, right? But now, I guess now we're gonna hear about how Flash has always been a piece of shit, and he's not honest, and this, and that. And now we're gonna hear it from Nick. We didn't hear it before, but now we're gonna hear it all of a sudden. It's kind of crazy, but like, you know, I'm sure Nick has some very logical arguments to follow up. So let's hear the Law Pope in all his infinite wisdom pop off.
Despite the fact that some of them are flat fucking retarded. Oh, hey, Flash, I wonder why you're biased towards the state, buddy. Why would that be?
Okay, so real quick, I honest, oh god, that's the perfect. Somebody take a picture. I'm almost tempted. Okay, chat. I'm almost tempted to like make little Rekieta emojis for the chat, right? Just to give back to the members. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, but we can get some nice little fucking Rekieta fucking memes going about, little Wojaks and stuff for emojis. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. But of course, we need more members in this bitch as well. That's how YouTube operates, basically. The more members we got, the more emojis we can. So I don't know. Let me know if that's something you'd be into. But to my question to you, chat, is what the hell did he mean by this? Like, really, like, for all I know, Nick could have just brought up like a really fucking banger point, and it just flew over my fucking head. So let's listen to this like one more freaking time, right? Let's see what he said.
Despite the fact that some of them are flat fucking retarded. Oh, hey, Flash, I wonder why you're biased towards the state, buddy. Why would that be? Huh.
Yeah, I don't know what he means by this. Like, what is he implying? Like, Nick does this stupid shit where he weaselly implies something or whatever without directly stating it. And it's usually the worst thing, right? He's such a pussy, he doesn't fucking say it. Or he'll say it behind people's backs, but he does this, like, implication bullshit. Which, by the way, he used to... Remember when he was... If you guys are real OGs, you remember when he was grifting off Vic's name, right? And he was pretending like he gave a shit about Vic Mignogna, and he was pretending like he gave a shit about anime fans, and he was pretending and being a grifter, right? You remember back then.
he would spurg out about Marchie and fucking all the other Funimation voice actors at the time doing implications, and he would say how like implications are gonna ruin Vic's life and shit. Where the fuck did that go? Like, why is he acting just like Marchie and Real and all of them? He does the same fucking shit. He's probably more conniving than Marchie and Real and all of them. All right? Like, it's unbecoming of a lawyer to do the same thing you bitched about during one of your grifts. And also, Nick, it's not only unbecoming, but it's really fucking stupid because your bullshit was documented. There are plenty of clips of you around. There's even the clip where you're basically saying, oh, if you don't want to share the fucking footage of what's going on in your trial or anything, blah, 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 then you're most likely untrustworthy or a liar or it's a bad fucking look. That's been all over the place too. So literally everything you used to stand for, you're now against, or you're contradicting yourself. You become more condescending, more dishonest. You've just been slipping up more and more. But I'm really curious about like this implication he had about Flash right now. Like, what is he implying in this? I'll one more time for good measure.
Despite the fact that some of them are flat fucking retarded. Oh, hey, Flash, I wonder why you're biased towards the state, buddy. Why would that be?
Yeah, so again, like, I don't know what this is like an implication of. Like, again, is there like some dirty laundry against fucking Rekieta or something? I don't know. Yeah, they're the emojis. I mean, is there any like implications against Flash? Any bad things against Flash? I don't know. Poll needs a neither option. Monica Real is really nice. I like her more than Vic. Thank you, Stone Mexican guy. Does sounds like he celebrated a bit before the stream. He's a junkie hypocrite. The implementation. Nick thinks he's winning with the insult. The first attempt, but if the felony is thick, he may still lose his Second Amendment rights, but I could still see them chained to misdemeanors. Someone should write a fanfic of Nick and Mr. Real, two cucks in a pod. Oh, right, Toye. I almost forgot. Yeah, you went in hard. You went in hard. I remember when Nick used to sound educated. Bro, I remember too. Those were the days, weren't they? I don't think Nick will go to jail no matter what unless he totally spurgs out and gets physical in court. Any jail time will be probation as long as he completes it without any other program. I guess that he believes that the state and Nick is trying to let himself as a martyr because Minnesota would really care about a failed trust fund lawyer. Okay. So far, Flash is winning 89%, and 11% is on Team Nick. Okay. Interesting. Okay, but let's Mr. Rekieta continue on, who's totally not inebriated in any way, shape, or form. Remember, guys, this is the law pope of YouTube, all right? He demands respect.
Despite that some of them are flat fucking flash-tarded. They're very savvy at the business that they're in. They're very, very savvy and conscious in their decisions. This is the one thing that's really bothered me about every fucking stupid community I've been a part of, from IBS, The Sector, through Comicsgate, through non-Comicsgate, through the anime shit, through LawTube and that tree, just shit people all over the place.
And you didn't mind grifting in every single one of those communities, right, Nick? It was all great. It was great to grift and be nice and pretend you like those communities up until now, right? Now it's bad, Nick. Before you loved it, right? You were having a great time being on top, and now that people have caught on to your bullshit, now that people are calling you out, now that you're like even some of your own friends don't want to enable your bullshit, now all of a sudden, oh, it's bad. It's time for Nick to be self-righteous and show you guys that he's the underdog. He's standing up to all these crooked people. Yeah, like that time he told us, or implied, I'm sorry, he wouldn't directly tell us because he's too much of a pussy, but he implied with his stupid butt buddy Barnes that the government had a conspiracy against him because Nick is so important that he needs the fucking government against him.
Like this guy's narcissism is off the chain, bro. He's so dumb too. This guy literally tried to convince a bunch of people with his butt buddy Barn that, oh, the state, no, the government's against me. My amendment, the government, it's Nick Rekieta versus the government. It's like, dude, what the fuck? I hope nobody legitimately believed that the government thinks Nick is important enough to collude against, to like do all this, like that's what, how? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I just fucking don't get it sometimes, man.
There, so many of them are just sitting there. They're calculating, conniving little opinion factories with none of their own. And you can watch it because their opinions are malleable based on who the subject is and what their audience thinks about the subject of the opinion before the contents of the opinion. And you'll notice that the consistency between the issues that they're talking about evaporates when the subject is friendly or a foe. Right? Dr. Disrespect lovers. I'll care about to cheer him till Dr. Disrespect's talking to him. They did Doc dirty. They did him wrong. He admitted to it. But anyway.
Yeah, okay, so this is the smear that I was talking about. So he's implying that fucking Flash is pulling a quartering and defending Doc because Doc's a pedo and shit. So he's like, oh, Flash is a pedo defender or whatever. But like, there are a couple problems with it. Like, problem number one, this is the biggest problem. I'm pretty sure there's a literal tweet over there of Flash saying that like he took down his original defense of Doc after like Doc literally confessed to what he did, right? So for those of you that don't know, Doc had people like a Twitch employee come out against him and shit and said that Doc was sexting little girls and shit, or one little girl in particular, when he was like close to 40 years old. And Doc was being really shady about it, but there were still people out there that were like, oh, well, we haven't seen any proof or any evidence, so let's defend Doc because we think it's another cancel culture attempt. So Flash was one of those people. He made a video, and then bad timing, unlucky, the same day he dropped that video, Doc admits that he was inappropriately having combo. He worded his statement very well. He did the sleazeball thing that Nick does. He had to edit his shit like 5 times. Inappropriately talked to a 17-year-old when he was like 40 or something, right? So again, like technically, like it was just bad timing basically. And like there are some people that want to be like weird about it, like, actually, wait, he's got it wrong, chat. He's got it wrong. There was no 17-year-old because Doc never mentioned the fucking age. Because Doc is still scared to name the age because they're probably younger than 17. I'm sorry. The quartering's fake news got to me for a second because there's so many people going around saying, oh, but Doc talked to a 17-year-old. That makes it okay. Because, I don't know, like they're doing weird shit. They're like, a 38-year-old talking to a 17-year-old is like fine. That's what they're saying. Jeremy is pushing the narrative. Flash is not doing that, just for the record. I think Jeremy is the only grifter that's currently still doing that. But yeah, Doc is probably talking to like a minor that's younger than 17. And Nick is trying to imply that Flash is defending that. But again, I digress for a second. I had to get you up to speed on the Doc shit. But the point is, the TLDR is that Flash ain't defending it. He took down his defense video. And then said he wasn't going to, like, defend Doc anymore, basically. Because, again, Doc confessed to it. So, there you go. But Nick is still, again, like, the stones in glass houses thing, though, Nick. Like, how? Like, how are you friends with Dax and Vito? Like, Vito literally said he wants to molest kids, and you're, like, cool with that. Like, you don't care. In fact, you go out of your way for some fucking reason to defend Vito and be like, oh, wait, hold on. You see, Vito saying he wants to molest kids is just a joke. I would still let Vito, babysit my kid. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, Vito says he wants to molest kids multiple fucking times, and you seem to be okay with that because you downplay this shit all the time. You try to make Josh and the Kiwi Farms feel bad. You and Dax are so fucking shameless, bro. Dax tried to go ahead and be like, look at Josh and the Kiwi Farms trying to ruin Vito's life by calling him a pedo while they have a pedo in their community. And it's like, dude, that pedo was a part of your locals, Nick. He was a frequent donator to you, Nick. Fucking that pedo never donated to the farms. Okay? Like, if we're gonna pin this on someone, like, realistically, it should be on you, Nick. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And then you and fucking Dax try to make fucking the farms and Josh feel bad for calling Vito a pedo, even though Vito had no problem saying that he was one literally a year ago. It's just, this guy, man, the stones, the glass houses, the repeated bullshit. It's never ending. It's never ending with the rackets, okay? It's never ending. Chat.
Way. That consistency goes right in the fucking gutter. Because while they're very calculated people in how they extract money, they're not thoughtful people. And again, if any of you think YELLOWFLASH is a thoughtful person, I just implore you to listen to him for more than 35 seconds.
Yeah, Nick, problem with that is that then you would know that he wasn't a thoughtful person, right? From the get-go. You would have known all these bad things about Flash, right? Unless you're a fucking complete fucking moron dipshit that deserves no credibility whatsoever. You would have known this before anyone. Dude, you hung out with the guy in real life. Are you fucking kidding me? That you would know before anyone, but you still wanted to be cool with this guy. You still wanted to be cool with him. Why is that, Nick? Because it's fucking corrupt Nick. So I don't want him to play this martyr bullshit, all right? I want him to specifically say he's just as bad as Flash, if not fucking worse. Because again, even through the criticisms that I saw of Flash, I did not see them say, oh, Flash was a neglectful parent because he wanted to do fucking cocaine in his house while fucking random strangers while his kids slept and starved. Never saw that. Never saw that. At most, I think I saw like Flash didn't pay his fucking comic book artist or some shit. That was the one thing and I don't even know the validity of that, but that's like the most I saw at first. And then anything else never came close to the shit Nick has done. So I want Nick to be fucking honest for once in his fucking life and just say, I'm complaining about Flash because he's not cool with me, but to be honest, I'm worse than Flash in any way, shape, and form I could ever try to smear him as. That's what I want from Nick. Okay, I don't want this martyr bullshit. I want him to be fucking honest and admit that he's a bigger piece of shit than fucking Flash could ever hope to be and anybody could ever smear Flash as. I want Nick to be fucking honest and admit that. That's all I don't want. And dude, we're what, 3 minutes in? So these are the last 2 minutes. He's about to get into the pity party because not only is Nick gonna be like Nick at the first 3 minutes and do his stupid shit that he always does whenever somebody criticizes him, but in the last 2 minutes, chat, he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna fucking throw a pity party. He's gonna do the boo, wow, oh my god, wow, and bullshit. He's gonna be like, wow, wow, and he's gonna be like, oh, Flash, you betrayed me, Flash. How could you? Like, this is the most embarrassing fucking shit I've ever seen, bro. Dude. Okay, keep going, La Pope. Keep going.
And you can dispel that notion immediately. But you know, hey, all these people are just giving my honest opinion. Whatever it is.
Notice how Nick is casually drinking alcohol in his little mug jar.
Oh,
Probably got that from Ralph in Mexico.
oh my God. It's a shame, really. But all of these sectors, all of these little groups, all of this, they're typically a couple good people in them, and then there are the
What, you mean like Ethan Ralph? And you're a real buddy with Ralph now. You gave him the first exclusive interview. You know, you're talking to him. What about Vito? You're sourcing Vito now. Like, you mean the people you hang out with, right? Like Dax, Vito, and fucking Ralph, right? Those are the good people, right? No, legal mindset. No, that's a bad guy. Bad guy, Flash, bad guy. Yo, Nick, you're such a piece of shit. You are the biggest piece of shit I've ever fucking met.
the people who are just waiting to spoon feed the opinion to the paying audience, specifically to the paying audience. And yeah, it's a real fucking shame. Twisted Life says, oh, wait, I know this one. Streamer friends who are just there for clout and don't care about you personally. Yep, I get that. Yeah, and it's disappointing because, again, you know that happens.
Dude, there's not even much of a difference between you and Flash's clout. What are you fucking talking about? I would argue that in current day, Flash has more clout than you. He gets more viewers than you. He has just about the same subs. You fucking lost a shit ton. Like, are you fucking kidding me? What clout is there to chase off of Nick? Like maybe shitting on him? Maybe? But like, that's not even really clout chasing. I look at clout chasing with Nick as like sucking up to him, like Barnes is doing, like fucking Ralph to stay relevant, like fucking Dax and Vito to deflect from their weird fucking pedo shit. That's what I look at it as. Not like really shitting on Nick, who's obviously in the wrong for like everything. I don't really look at it like that. But like, again, what clout is there to gain from Nick if you're like Flash or somebody, right? There's no clout to get from Nick. Nick is never been weaker than he has. Like, his views are down, his live concurrent audience is down. People have unsubscribed because some people see through the fucking bullshit. He's lost his Kiwi connects, right? Which, again, I want to point out, conveniently, when Nick has lost his kiwifarms connects, that's when Nick is going to start painting them as pedophiles. Not when Nick is connected with them. Not when Nick is praising them and saying they should be able to speak and shit and have their, like, whatever the fuck bullshit he says, free speech absolutism, I fight for the farms. Yeah, no, after Nick loses his kiwifarms connects, all of a sudden they're pedophiles, conveniently, right? He's not friends with Flash anymore. All of a sudden, oh, Flash is a pedo defender, dude, yeah. He's not friends with Legal Mindset anymore. Oh, Legal Mindset is fucking pedo too, right? Barnes, right? Yeah, that's what, literally, like, you can't make, that's so blatant too. Like, he's not even being slick about it. He's just blatantly doing this shit now. Anybody that, you know that meme, anybody I disagree with is a pedo? That's literally Nick. Right? Like, he's not an immature fucking even young adult. He's literally a 40-year-old man having a midlife fucking crisis. I have not seen a worse midlife crisis than fucking Tipster. This is like Tipster levels of bullshittery, bro. It's so fucking pathetic.
You know it happens. You get used to seeing it happen. But then there are people that you meet and you hang out with a lot. Like, you see them at several events.
There you go. Here's Nick's pity party.
Spend time with them and hang out.
Remember, Nick just literally fucking, we're not even 2 minutes removed from Nick calling Flash a pedophile defender, right? So again, like, this is so fun, dude.
You have a good time. You know, it's like, oh, cool, I get to see this person that I get to see like once or twice a year. And like, you know, you develop a real like friendship with them. And then you find out that they're just in.
I'm really curious what the Flash chat group chats are like right now. Like, I wonder if Nick left. I wonder if he's still there. I wonder if Flash kicked them. Because yes, I had heard about those. It wasn't Flash that leaked it. It wasn't Tug that leaked it. It was Lily that actually leaked it multiple times because he thought he was cool or something. To flex that he was, oh, I'm important, guys. I'm in the Flashcast group chat. Lily, shake my head. But yeah, I wonder how the group chat or the flashcast is right now. I'm actually wondering, you know.
And it,
It's too bad Lily rackets me, or otherwise I'd be able to know, because he'd be like showing off and leaking everything like he always does.
you know, they're just the same. Just the same as everyone else. And you go, oh, that's sad. I don't know how to be that way.
What? What do you mean you don't know how to be like? The fact that you're this way is what got you in trouble in the first place. He's so unaware, dude. The total lack of self-awareness, man. That's insane. This guy's... Oh my god. That's all I can say. Oh my god. All right, let's see what the comments section is saying. Silly. Oh, there's fucking Flash. Yeah, I saw him here what he said. If only I was smart like Nick, then I could have an entire subsection of kiwi farms dedicated to me and kids with memories of police ramming down the front door. He's truly a scholar and a paragon for us to follow. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, I'm saying, you can say what you want about Flash, but again, I haven't really seen anything on the levels of like a Nick, like this right here. Like, again, like... Because regardless of how Nick wants to deflect, regardless of how... Look, they got the same subscriber count! What the fuck? I'm sorry, just to go back real quick to the clout argument. Like, what fucking clout, Nick? You guys are, like, the same. Flash has more viewers than you do now. Like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry, that little tangent aside. But, like, regardless of how Nick wants to deflect or pretend like everything that's happening to him is in reality... You know, denying reality. This actually happened. Nick has an entire subsection of the farms because he fucked around and found out. And he keeps doing retarded shit, basically. Nick has had police ramming down his front door. Nick had fucking cocaine in his house. Nick had unidentifiable substances in his house. Nick had his kid have cocaine in their hair or whatever, or tested positive for cocaine, whatever. These are all facts that happen. Nick doesn't even deny this happening. Nick doesn't even deny it. He just tries to deflect or find some technicality to make it look not as bad. So it's not like it didn't happen. It did. He just kind of just says... Well, and then he just goes on to some other bullshit. And it's not even like one of those, like, where you're just nagging at it. It's literally, like, really bad shit. Right? It's like borderline criminal shit, but whatever, dude. You got Nick's favorite kid is his stream. That's true. That's pure facts. Poor Rekieta. The only person who has had anything positive to say about him recently is the Gunt. Which, yeah, that's true. The Gunt. This guy talks about people changing their opinions when he literally changes his entire moral compass and values depending on what serves him best in each situation. That's facts. That's facts. That happens. Nick swapped Drex for Ethan Ralph as his best friend. It's never been this over. Dude is so narcissistic that he thinks everyone's lives completely revolve around him alone. You never know who your real friends are until you're busted with an ounce of cocaine after streaming with coke all over your nose. That's so true. So real, bro. So fucking real. I don't even care, by the way. Yeah, remember, Nick doesn't care, bro. Is he capable of even talking like a person and not a fake lawyer? No, he's not. It turns out when you get blackout drunk on streams, people don't want to see it, Nick. When you get blackout drunk on other people's streams, you don't get invited back. Funny and weird. Ladies and gentlemen, the mayor of Copenhagen. Nick loves dropping these hints like, haha, I know where you work. It would be a shame if I told the internet, just like he did with Legal Mindset and his limp. Yeah, Nick does that quite a bit. But remember, Nick is off limits, man. Nick can make all the fucking threats about you, all the fucking underhanded comments and shit. But when you do it to him, he becomes the martyr, the victim. He's the good guy in his fucking deluded little fucking Joe Biden-like mind. You know, that's what it is, bro. What is it? An analysis, and they go where the chips fall on this. Where does my audience fit on the issues? What kind of positions have I taken? Negative free speech, open chord, body cam axes, pedophile allegories are bad. Monogamy, Christianity, substance abuse, respecting people that can't find a couple, opinion on a gossip forum. Nick, you don't lie. You are the embodiment of true. Fucking based. How ironic that Nick is accusing his former friends of being biased towards people they view favorably, while simultaneously seething at these same friends for turning against him, thus directly and completely contradicting his point. It's also quite telling and actually equally ironic how vitriolic he gets towards former friends who offer even the slightest criticism of his actions or character, while he has nothing but praise for the ones defending him unquestionably. He is the exact picture of the grifter he just described, but is utterly incapable of gaining any conscious awareness of his own flaws. Jack Murphy, 69 for 69. Nick, hold my beer. He had strong opinions on the Jack saga. Would never have guessed he'd blow him out of the water now. You're part of the sector, whether you like it or not, buddy. He sought out all these communities he says he hates because he thought there were dollars to chase in them. When he describes what other people think, he's just describing himself. Big facts. Even Pescator here dunking on him. Wow, he hates his life. Oh my god. This is amazing, bro. Nick is also described as... Yeah, I think it's like unanimous. People are like saying that Nick is described as... What does it say? At 422, that doesn't mean these people owe him a life debt and free pass after he screwed up as bad as he did. This mentality he has of, I was nice to this person once. How can he be criticizing me? This must be a secret agent of the government is so ridiculous and makes me laugh. Yeah, that's pretty much, I think it's like unanimous. Everybody kind of like agrees. Everybody that's not a Baldo guard to this day, right? Everybody that could see through the bullshit kind of like unanimously agree that Nick is in the wrong. And what's going on, basically, right? Okay. I'm glad that we got this, we got it settled. Nobody is fucking crazy here. All right. Should I eat the last two breadsticks? Should I open the marinara and open it up using... No, yeah, I definitely think you should, Belinda. You should. Definitely. And if you want, you can indoctrinate more people. The corner demon was April, and pretty sure she was definitely the chicken heading. I reject the poll. I'm not on Team Flash or Team Nick. Same. You're being bad fate. What am I being bad face about? Pescator betrayed Gundam. Who's Gundam? You mean just the Gundam? You think after Nick swatting, he'd have been more careful, and after Aaron, they should have left and changed their opinion? Let's see. If you hold up a cup or a mug for that long while you talk, it can only be alcohol. Monty made a video telling Nick to pay up. Guess he was awarded $300 from Nick, who hadn't paid up until last I checked. What corner demon? You mean the cat? PH very wise and pretty annoying, especially as one ages. Nick's a sick degen. Nick had to have a cuck make his kids spaghettios. Very true, very true. She also died and the thing got... Okay, April looks like the girl from Nick's favorite... Dude! Why did I... Dude, that's good. I can't believe I didn't come up with that joke. Dude, alright, good one. That's a good one. Alright. Let's see. Alright, what we gotta do now, though, we gotta go to the next segment. Actually... Yeah, we gotta get into Maddie, and we also gotta get into... Should we do the legal mindset? Should we do the legal mindset molding? Or should we do the gaslit thing? Because I feel like there are a lot to... Okay. Jesus, there's a lot of Nick shit. What the fuck? Court was anticlimactic, and the government gets to lie. Bad law tube analysis from practicing lawyers. Rekieta's Frank... I think... Oh, shit. This one's like 20 fucking minutes. Nick hasn't gaslit anybody. Don't believe your lying eyes. CPS couldn't prove it. Dude, there's so much of this shit. This guy's been talking a lot, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, I guess we can do Maddie next. We can do Matt at the internet next. And then maybe do legal mindset. Because Nick fucking spurgs out at legal mindset again. Legal mindset. Thank you. That I can kind of see that. I can see him malding because legal mindset is what he wish he could be. Like I literally, the way he talks about the frequency in which he speaks about him too, and the fact that once again, just like the trend, he was really cool with legal mindset, loved the guy, really liked having him around, up until it wasn't like legal mindset criticized Nick and said, Nick, basically stop being a fucking idiot. Right? And then Nick lost his fucking mind. You know, he's going on random fucking like tangents. He's going on Twitter. He's telling random like one follower accounts that legal mindset is not a good guy. Right? So he's spurging out on his main. Thankfully, Nick realized that he should probably make an alt account for this shit. So now he has an alt account and he's running around on his alt and like his main simultaneously trying to say, oh, that legal mindset's a bad guy. He's not a good guy. Don't listen to him and shit. While calling this guy a pedo with Barnes. I'm sorry, Nick's gonna be a weasel and say, well, I didn't call him a pedophile. I just implied he was one. Like Barnes. We're cool. We're just like the new Ty Beard and duo. You know, it worked out real well for us with Vic. It's like this guy is such a sleazeball, but I can definitely see him being like angry at legal mindset because he just wish he was like basically like him, like he has the life that Nick wishes he had. But I guess legal mindset wins. So we'll cover that segment, and we're also gonna, I think I'll also make like a video like next week on this, just dissecting it, just like I did with the Flash thing. Thank you, GG Evans, for the 5. I don't know why it didn't go off on TTS. Maybe it did. Kumal, oh, there it is.
For some of the stupid shit that you fucking say.
Kumaloden Jr. and Nicky Bobby be going in circles trying to smear Yellow Flash. Snake and bait.
Oh, Talladega Nights. Let's fucking go. Jealousy. Mindset is like Godzilla in the land of the manlets. More like legal cocksucker. Safa! Let's fucking go. Let's go. All right, let's let's do the segment then. All right, and of course the obligatory poll, ladies and gentlemen. I love my polls. I do love this. So, gotta ask, what team are you people on? Are we doing Safa? Yeah, that's right. Are you guys team Nick? Or are you team legal mindset? I don't think a lot of people know his name is Andrew though, so I'll just put legal mindset. Okay, let's see chat. Whose team are you on? Are you on team Nick or are you team legal mindset? Alright. Now, let's get into it. This is going to be, presumably Nick malding about Andrew for, like, the 50th time. Because, I don't know, I guess just Nick, he likes malding about people he wish he could be, right? Okay, and then we'll read the comments, in the comment section, because some of those are very funny. Okay, and shout out to the 160 of you here. Shout out to all of you, yeah. Sure, if you're new here, make sure to like and sub, and we can get this show going. So let's see Nicky the Nose continue to mauld. Mauld, Baldo man, mauld!
I have never fucking asked anybody to be uncritical of me. Ever. I've never demanded loyalty.
You've just made, like, veiled threats towards everybody that's ever dared to say one criticism about you, right? And then made, like, really bad implications about them later on, right? Yeah, Nick, yeah. We know how you operate at this point, bro. Come on now. Come on.
Do you remember the whole like legal bites loyalty thing? Do you remember who did that? Does anybody remember who did that? Because it wasn't me who did that.
There you go. Nick is trying to be the martyr again and pin everything on his former friend, just like he always does. This is the Lily shit I'm talking about. This is he's gotta put everything on another person. He can never have any accountability. Watch, he's gonna put everything on legal mindset now.
That was legal mindset.
Here it goes. Here we come. Here it goes.
I can't look in all the directions necessary, but that was legal mindset with the purity test, the loyalty test. Isn't that funny how that worked out?
Nick, how many times have you done purity? Basically, this entire saga was a purity test. I guess Flash failed it, right? That's why you had to go ahead and try to paint him as a pedo defender and snake him, so.
But that wasn't me. I've never asked people to be loyal.
What the fuck? Okay, Nick. Okay. All right. He's doing the Nick thing. He's doing the Nick thing. Jesus.
Lamented that some people had nasty opinions about things that I did, but so I've never asked people to be
I'm sorry. This guy is just this is a real human being. This guy, man. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll just
uncritical. I've never said agree with me on fucking anything unless it was an obvious joke. But the practicing lawyers, that's laughable in some of these cases, by the way. Whew. That definition of practicing is one I wouldn't even argue. Holy shit.
Yeah, there's Nick. He's mauling. He's mauling about how he's bad at legal lawyers.
But these practicing lawyers, man. Okay. Can you do a short TLDR of Legal Mindset's claim?
Oh boy.
I saw his stream. It seemed like his claim was that you were trying to suppress court video. Again, if anyone thinks I'm trying to suppress court video, oh, does he mean does he mean when we opposed the request to record the pretrial hearings that there's a rule that says you can't record them? Yeah. Yeah, we did oppose that.
Okay.
So,
are you gonna continue?
I mean, there's
You had to take a shot of his whiskey in his bottle or something. Let it set in. Let it all just set in, Nikki.
specific rule that says that these things can't be broadcast or recorded.
You've said that they should be. You argued that they should be. We got the clip. You said that it's bad that it isn't. You were literally Jesus fuck whatever, dude.
And so all we
Can't
did
with
was
this
say,
guy. I can't
yeah,
with
let's just enforce the rule there, Judge.
this.
And there are reasons for the rule, and those reasons.
Yeah, but why are you enforcing that which you were actively against in the past when it wasn't, the only factor that's changed here is that this is about you this time, and so that's why you're changing your stance. That's what it looks like,
Were laid out in the motion. But I did see. Well, if you want to,
I love how he's shaking while holding that cup. It's either like Nick is really scrawny or like his functions aren't really working. Like, what the hell is that? Did you guys notice his like fucking hand is like trembling a little bit?
see someone with no integrity.
Oh my god.
So there was a pedophile on Kiwi Farms
Oh, here we go.
who requested. I think they requested the search warrant data. They're like, well,
You remember, he needs to explicitly say they're from Kiwi Farms and not his fucking locals and not a frequent donator to Rekieta Law. Remember, the pedophile was a member of Nick's community, his locals, for a long time, and multiple times Nick took pedophile money. Okay, but remember, Nick needs to explicitly state that this is from the farms, not from his community, even though it is. Even though the pedophile is more in deep Nick than they are the farms, right? But of course, Nick is going to omit that, and he's going to go ahead and put it all on Kiwi Farms, of course. Because that's what Nick does. That's what Nick does.
on the first search warrant data request. And again, they're a pedophile on Kiwi Farms. Been on
Here
Kiwi
we go.
Farms.
He just said it again. Remember, see, I'm not bullshitting you. This is all fucking bullshit tactics. I know you, bitch. I know it. I do it. I know it. I know. I'm sorry. It's so blatantly. He's such a fucking. Oh, he's such a dishonest prick, dude. He's such a dishonest prick. He is such a piece of shit. Again, he needs to make sure he uses the word pedo and the farms together. He needs to keep saying it over and over and over again. He's trying to fucking spoon feed that. There you go. To his fucking audience. The rebarred inbreds that are going to believe this guy is still credible.
Farms forever, open and notorious pedophile since 2019. Has
That was part of your community. Say it. That was part of your community that gave you money. Say it. Say it.
child pornography charge
Say it.
and
Say
or
the truth,
conviction,
Nick.
child pornography
Say the
conviction, and
truth.
some other horrific shit that they were at least charged with. I don't know
And they were part of your community and gave you money and you took that money. Say it.
the exact disposition of that, but yeah, kind of a
What a piece
Whatever.
of shit.
they were one of the first people to request stuff in my case, and
Notice how he doesn't take any responsibility for having this guy, but he'll put it all on Kiwi Farms. Notice that.
brought that up because part of the rule exists to protect minors who may be involved in a case. And, you know, considering that I had children in the house who were taken away by the state temporarily, there are minors involved in the case. So all we asked the judge to do was enforce the rule. But we brought up this weird pedophile because they were the first person to request it. It's like, hey, judge, the rule exists in part for this reason, and here's why, right? Because look at how this works out. And Legal Mindset's theory, because he has integrity and because he's smart, he asserted that it was possible or maybe even likely, I believe, that I colluded with the pedophile who, by the way, if you go read
Nick, by your own fucking logic, you colluded with pedos all the time because, again, if we're gonna go with the asinine, delusional Rekieta fact, let's just call it a Rekieta fact. Any lie is called a Rekieta fact because it's provable in Nick's mind, not in reality. But if we go with the Rekieta fact that all Kiwi farmers are pedos based off of your weird, smart logic, then you fucking associated with pedos all the time. That would mean that fucking Legal Mindset's claim is credible. And that's if we're using your shitty logic, which you want us to do. So you have no reason to be bitching, Nick. Jesus fucking
the
Christ.
posts on Kiwi Farms, is not a fan of me at
What are you
all.
talking about? He was
But
in
that
your
I
locals.
colluded with this person.
Oh, like this is another bullshit claim. People could be fans of you, Nick, because he was in there for like years. And then they could have like be like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit, actually. You know, like I don't know. Like that guy you tried to get to off himself, remember? Right, yeah. Like that kind of shit.
To go back,
Because, like, again, like I stated before, Nick, you were a better con man all those years ago before, like, the alcohol and the drugs deteriorated your mind, where you can't really function that well, like, your motor functions are bad, and you just don't understand what the hell you're saying half the time. You know, having little Biden moments, so...
back in time, that while I'm like, I might have still been in jail. If I wasn't, it was like right when I had gotten out, that I somehow got them to make this request, anticipating someone trying to get the trial footage stream so that I could then put it in a motion to argue later. And that theory from Legal Mindset is almost as retarded as his eyes,
Oh my god, Nick.
and almost as bitch made as his limp.
Oh my god, Nick. Do you mean like the limp dick? You need to like overdose on Viagra to make your pee-pee work, Nick? Is that what you're talking about? You mean that limp? You mean your limp dick, Nick? Again, like you just remember that this is the not like even if you want to disregard Nick putting his kids in danger, starving them, not cleaning them, all this and that, right? Cross-dressing in front of them for money because he thinks that's cool. You remember that clip? Yeah. If you want to disregard that, again, Nick's dick doesn't even work that well anymore. He needs to overdose like on massive amounts of Viagra to make it work. So again, it's like, Nick, anytime you mention limp, I don't know, man. Oh, if that's the word you want to be using there. Because you would know about limp, wouldn't you?
That's the quality of analysis you get from a practicing attorney who had to take a passport because he couldn't have sex in America anymore.
Look at Nick
Why
mauling
don't
right
American
now.
women like me?
Nick is mauling again, you know, focusing on the fact that Nick is like a failed lawyer and shit, and legal mindset is not.
I'm gonna go to Thailand or whatever, where the gender is ambiguous and the dicks don't matter. Just shocking how many LawTube friends couldn't wait to even hear your side before trashing you. Despicable. Never asked anybody. Again, I've never asked.
Here we go again with the Vic. You know what, Nick? Whatever's left of your audience are also like the biggest fucking enablers, bro. Because holy fucking shit, they love to try to victimize the shit out of you.
Anybody to be loyal. Never asked anybody to be uncritical. I expressed, again, some lament because people who know me personally utilize that knowing me personally thing to try and get clout on their analysis or their opinions openly, by the way, and didn't do me the courtesy of actually speaking to the character of the person they actually have met and talked to on numerous occasions.
Nick, we saw you in like the group chat spurging out. Like they were literally trying to talk to you. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Those things got leaked. Remember, doofus? They're literally they're talking to you, and then you're just spurging out in every conversation. You were like an addict, like off the shit. You were panicking. You were again yelling. You were spurging out. You were cursing. You were cussing up a storm. So it's like, what the fuck? Why do you like? Why you try to act like you were super reasonable and not on your junkie phase and shit? And that, like, it does just no, bro. We have the receipts of you spurging out in the fucking DMs, bro. What are you talking about? What a fucking liar.
But hey, them's the ropes. Fake friends always show themselves when you need them most. Dismiss them. Oh, don't worry. That's done.
And Nick is a badass now. You don't need no internet friends, bro. It's Nick against the world.
Like, man,
Jesus.
that's the whole thing. When you're in the water and there's a bunch of people in the life raft and 9 of the people turn you down and one of them holds their hand out and they pull you into the life raft. Like when you get to shore, those 9 people aren't coming over for dinner. Like, fuck them. But sometimes that's what you have to do, man. Like, you could be a generous person. You can be a welcoming person. I've always been a guy who just likes to get along with people. I like to hang
come
out.
on. That's bullshit, Nick. Bullshit. Oh my god, what a fucking con, man. Denise Crawford, thank you for the 5. Really appreciate it. Oh, it's a super sticker. I can't give it a heart, unfortunately, but thank you for the $5 super sticker. Very nice retro gaming. Very nice. Hope Legal Mindset and Flash make $1 million. Yes. Nick's the only man to brag about putting his ball in a rubber contraption for when he can't get it up, yet he has to insult a dude. Facts. I almost forgot. Dude, I failed. I almost forgot the obvious. I was so like, at least now we know why he uses the Baldo and why he loves it so much. But I was like, too focused on the fact that Nick's dick doesn't really work anymore and that he needs to take a bunch of Viagra. Like when he was trying to fuck April and it wasn't working out. And then... So, I'm sorry, I completely forgot about the Baldo for a second. I'm sorry, Nick, I forgot about your masterpiece, your magna opus, the Baldo. Right? The Baldo. How could I ever forget about the Baldo, chat? Oh, I have sinned. I have sinned so much. Spare me, Nick. You insulted and attacked every single person suggesting you get help, offering advice, etc. Nick drove everywhere, everyone. And that's the thing, though. That's what I don't get to, right? Because as far as I can tell, Nick tries to paint it as if, like, Sean from Potentially Criminal, Legal Mindset, are all like nefariously colluded against him, like the government. Remember that story? Yeah, I lose count of all the Nick stories too. Like he was trying to act as if they're colluding against him and giving him some, like, trying to get him in a gotcha, essentially trying to make him confess to crimes to get him in like trouble, when all they said is like, Nick, like, they didn't tell him to do that. It's almost like Nick is just applying these things
because he's such a narcissist, or he's so distrustworthy of his quote unquote friends that he thinks that they would do that. I don't think they ever did that. They just said, this is what I think, this is my opinion, Nick. You should probably, when this is all done, own up to this, because he did do major blunders in terms of being an internet e-celeb or just a common person, you know, like all the bullshit. He majorly fucked up, right? Like he did. Again, like the fucking child neglect, the fucking, like, I'm not even trying to get on like a high horse and anything. Although I personally would never be doing drugs and having weird swinger parties if I had a family, right? Like when I have a family, I think that's when it's like, you got multiple people to take care of. Like, again, Nick likes to be a macho guy, right? He wants to prance around pretending like he's some macho guy. Okay, so what kind of man fucking does the shit you're doing? Like the ridiculous teenage antics you're doing because you're having like a midlife crisis in your 40s or something. Like, again, I don't understand the concept. I guess you're bored of your wife, right? You guys, like, you're bored of each other and shit. I don't understand, though, why you guys are swinging in the same room that your fucking children are sleeping in. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't understand bringing drugs like cocaine and having them around the kids. Like, again, why can't you go on like I don't know, like somewhere else? You have plenty of money. You could just go somewhere else, hire another nanny, right? I don't fucking know. But like, you're doing all this fucked up, stupid fucking shit, right? And not even getting on a high horse or anything. It's just shit that you probably shouldn't be doing, right? But you go around and you try to be the moral arbiter for everybody in every situation. Fuck, you're doing it now. You try to do it with Flash. You try to do it with Andrew. You're trying to do it with Josh. Fuck, you're even trying to do it with the farms, who honestly, I gotta say at this point, they have more integrity and morals than fucking you do. Like, I gotta call it like it is, bro. Like, what is this shit? After all this coverage, everything that's come out at this guy, every fucking condescending, fucking misinterpreted word that comes out of his mouth, all the technicalities he likes to bitch about, his affiliations thus far, him, like, kicking good, honest people to the curb, and then him bringing in like Ralph, even if you want to say that fucking like Flash is like fully honest or whatever the critiques may be, I think the point is that they are still more honest people than like whatever Nick is trying to pass along as their replacements, which is, again, quite a list. Ralph, the guns, awesome, cool, great start. What else do we got? Dick Masterson, Dax Herrera. Wow, man, you're getting the old time. Oh, can it get any worse? Can it get any worse? Oh yeah, Vito. Wow, a guy that was saying proudly that he wanted to molest children for an entire fucking year. The guy that said we should have empathy for pedophiles. Wow, Nick, you really know how to pick them. You're right. I would definitely trust these three trustworthy individuals over that darn legal mindset and that damn yellow flash, man. Definitely the all-star lineup. It's like, this is so comical, bro. This is like a bad sitcom that's writing itself. My God. I just... Oh my God, it's an entire fucking circus, and it's so fucking funny. Most of the people on the farms were telling him to stop before something bad happens, so he did the opposite, and look what happened. Yeah, but probably should have taken their advice. Again, but I think, like, that's the thing. It's like the narcissism, right? I think that might be it. It was his literal narcissism that prevented him from seeing, like, actual good advice. Right? And you know Nick is such a piece of shit. He's always thought he was above everybody, so it kind of makes sense why he wouldn't even hear like sound advice. Well, let's finish this up.
I like to have fun. I don't like life to be as serious as people try to make it all the fucking time. And I really just try to.
This is all cap, by the way,
dude.
This is
like,
so cap, bro.
Come
on. How?
Believe me, I can hear it.
How do you say that with a straight face after all of this?
From here. But
Bro.
No, I really always just try to be decent to people, and generally am. quite decent to people.
Bro,
Um,
come on. This is
But
so
there are
cap.
times when people say "fuck you" enough that you go, "All right, peace."
Nick. Oh my god, he's doing
Like,
it
bye,
again.
I guess.
He's doing it again. He's trying to act like he's not the aggressor in these
It's
situations. Nick, you usually imply all these people are pedophiles before you go about in this weird, nonchalant, aloof bullshit that you're trying to present right now. This is, just gonna say it again, this is very unbecoming of a lawyer. Okay. Wait, okay, so here comes the comments. I'm generally quite decent to people. No, you aren't, Nick. You lack even the most basic of decency towards your own. You're putting your kids through the ringer because you were too selfish to give any heed for what the consequences of your actions would bring upon them. If you listen closely, you can hear Ralph hollering, "Legal mindset," repeatedly in the background. Oh, that legal mindset. Dude, I'm like, oh yeah, I did see. I was like wondering, is Ralph gonna attack legal mindset? And then I remember, oh yeah, he was fucking doing it with Dax the other day. These fucking degens, bro. Like, I can't fucking... those two are like so bottom of the barrel. Fuck, dude. Like, I don't know. Why won't you defend me? I made your career, legal mindset. I made your career. Defend... Dude, I guarantee you too. Like, if Andrew threw away all his principles and just went ahead and defended Nick like Nick wanted him to, right? Nick would be singing the same fucking praises he's singing the fucking Barnes to legal mindset. He would be kissing Andrew's ass like he was doing all this time, and everything would be fine. There you go. I've never demanded loyalty from anyone. Now answer the question, Sean. Oh fuck, I remember that. That was funny. That was fucking funny when he spurged out at potentially criminal. That was like, oh, that was pure Kino. Nick wants to be sued again. This man's child's fall from grace has been the dose of secondhand karma I never knew I needed. He has never lied. Man, he can't let anything go. Nick is the guy who told his internet friend to rope himself when he tried to actually be a friend to him. I don't think he really knows what it is to be Yeah, that's another thing Nick is gonna omit and not mention. You remember the time Nick told his internet friend to rope himself? Oh, you don't? Oh, does Nick not tell you? Oh, okay, that's understandable why he wouldn't tell you. Because that would kind of make him look like a fucking lying hypocrite. Understandable. Okay, Mr. Rekieta. Nick is using Ralph to do his dirty work for him. Nick hasn't directly asked people to be loyal. He doesn't because he's spineless, but will text you to correct wrong info like he did with Josh. Yeah, we didn't forget about that. We have it all documented as well. You remember the infamous shower text? Nick thinks none of us have ever dealt with a liar like him. If you don't sweep for the Baldo man, you must lack honesty and integrity. It's not like you think what he did was morally wrong. Not that he did anything wrong in his head. The government is framing him. He didn't even acknowledge that the pedophile was a part of his locals for years and even donate. Yep, that's another one. That's another one. Oh my god. All right. Very good cooking. Very good cooking. They all cook. Okay. All right. Let's see here. We're 2 hours in. 2 hours and a half. We should be able to knock out this Josh segment. Okay, like unanimously though. I think the everybody chose legal mindset, which that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, pretty much legal mindset wins hands down. Nick was streaming, had Sean as a guest, use him as a whipping boy, screaming, "Sean, Sean, Sean." It was before all it went down. Pretty sure Elissa... Yes! Yes, she does! Yes, she does. I have the clip. She has it there. It's very funny. We're probably going to go ahead and re-fucking watch that. And thank you, Slug. I just saw you. My boy. Thank you for the Slug raid. Appreciate it. Let's see. How did I can't afford cigarettes, afford to buy flights to Nick's hearing?
Did you see Ralph showed Aaron's house online, and now the police are investigating him for witness intimidation? Yeah, we actually covered that at the very beginning. But I'll go ahead and refine that. Just a little recap. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta look up Ethan Ralph. Yeah, so here it is. Ralph basically, can't find it. Ralph basically doxed Aaron and shit, and they think that here you go. Here it is. Here's like I'll find it here. This is what we're talking about. So Nick Rekieta's best buddy Ethan Ralph is now doxing Aaron on Telegram. So he was going around and doing the doxing. Go to court, sit on the court case. Your friend is one of the defendants. Hours later, dox a witness in that court case. Really makes you think. And then Legal Mindset weighs in. Of course, Nick isn't gonna like this, and he's gonna mauled. Minnesota prosecutors might be curious if this constitutes a violation of 609. I'm just gonna fucking retweet that to make Nick mauled. This is the guy Nick always maulds about. A fun lawyer, fun guy. But fucking Nick. Yeah, I don't know. This could be like problematic for Nick though. Although he's gonna probably do like the usual plausible deniability bullshit. Cause you know, Nicky's gonna nick. I'm gonna take one more break. Okay, chat. This is gonna be the last break. And then we're gonna cover the null segment. Alright. So let me put a nice little fancy song in the background. I think you already know which one it's gonna be. Shit. Should we do? We're gonna do negative XP, but should we do? Which song should we do? Was that Untouchable Law? Was I don't know. Did Nick turn on him too? Because I lose count of all the people Nick turns on. Because I never really heard Untouchable Law that much, but I wouldn't be surprised. Again. Let's see. I'm aware of Folly when it comes to the movie Folly Cathedral. Didn't Uncivil have a blowout with Star Wars girl over dating? Oh my god. Star Wars girl! What a fucking what a mad lass. Uncivil Law is a moron. Most of the law tubers are just grifters. Let's see. Nick has been carried by others around LawTube for years. But what? He was the Law Pope. What do you mean? He brought everybody to the dance. Everybody owes him loyalty. He was the Law Pope, remember? I say this as a joke, but I do actually think this is what's going through Nick's head. That he thinks that everybody owes him. Right? I think so. I think that's what it is. Okay, so so I decided what I'm gonna do also. So this coming week, next week rather. Okay, starting on Monday. What I'm gonna do is, I think there are gonna be 2 Rekieta video drops that I'm gonna be making. So the first one is going to be on him attacking Legal Mindset again. Basically, I might make it a combination of these 2 or whatever. I don't know, or maybe just focus on the Legal Mindset thing to keep it short. And then I'll just do a combination of all these other ones over here. Again, shout out to Elissa Clips, a great archiver, great clip channel. Shout out to her. She could dude. She sticks through Rekieta's boring answer, because that's the thing. When Rekieta's spurging out, it's funny to laugh at the lack of self-awareness and the bullshit that he does. But when he's not and he's trying to be a regular person, dude, this guy is boring as shit. Like, there's wet paint that's more entertaining than fucking Rekieta, alright? So, it's really, Elissa is really a fucking trooper for being able to, put up with this nonsense and just clip the important parts. Like, the parts that kind of get overlooked, and Nick is like, oops, I did that, yeah. So, again, big ups to Elissa, and thanks. Check her out. You know, she's got all the spicy clips we go over on Fridays. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment of truth. We gotta watch Matt at the Internet. Okay, Matt at the Internet. Okay, Jersh's segment, and of course, you gotta do the lovely poll. Again, shout out to the 100 of you that voted. 86% of you guys are on Legal Mindsets team, and only 14% of you, which I don't do maths, but 14% of you are on Rekieta's team. So interesting choice. All right. Well, we got the real main event here. Whose team are you on for this? Chat. Team are you on? So we're gonna put Jersh. All right, Jersh of the Kiwi Farms, and we got Nick Baldo, man, Rekieta. Okay, so poll starts now, right now. Take your pick, chat. Whose side are you on? Are you on Josh's side, Jersh? Are you on Baldo Man's side? Nick was doing a public service when entertainment. I didn't know everyone was so pure. He doesn't realize he's already burned through any goodwill before the arrest. Those jealous are eager to pile on the hate. I find it curious that people like Barnes and Juju thought of the idea that people want to see Rekieta's kids on the body cam, except for them. None of us said that's what we want. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's always been the thing, though. Everybody has gone ahead and said, dude, we just want to see if you live in a crack den. Like, even Josh. I think Josh... I don't remember who the original. I think it was wasn't it Josh that wanted the body cam footage because he wanted to call out Nick, because Nick was saying that this is how Nick started this entire thing when his world started collapsing. He said, "Don't believe anything, that you won't know the truth, and that everything is a lie. Basically, everything negative about him is a lie." So then proceeding to find out that he had like a crack den of sorts, that it was filthy and shit. So Josh wanted to see if it was actually filthy, because Nick was saying that that was untrue and that people were lying about him. So the whole thing is really, you want the body cam footage so you can see the house and see if Rekieta is telling the truth. Because if Rekieta is telling the truth, he's vindicated, and that's like one rare W on Nick's card, which he cares about. Like, Nick will say he doesn't care about the internet, but he does. He tries to get W's all the fucking time. He's trying to get W's so badly now, he's just going to call an entire forum pedos that he defended for 5 years, by the way. So it's really ludicrous for him to come up with this demented idea, which I know it's Nick being fucking dishonest. But again, Juju, Barnes, all the usual suspects, Ralph too, everybody's going with the you just want to see the body cam footage because you want to see the kids. I'm Ethan Ralph with the illustrious kill stream. We get the exclusive with Nick Rekieta. Dude, there's literally some fucking bullshittery that I saw with like Ralph, where he's calling Rekieta like a good man and shit. He's like, people try to take down a good man like Nick Rekieta, not on my watch. It's like, man, this guy, bro. Like, it's like, because, I mean, that's the thing. Ralph's a piece of shit. But then he has these moments where it's just so over the top, and it's like the pure irony and the funny that comes from it coming from Ralph. Like, he's literally arguing that fucking Rekieta's a good man, dude. Like, this is so fucking hilarious. The way it's so funny. Right? That's the one thing I gotta give Ralph. He is like hilarious. I know he's not trying to, but like, it's like Ralph is kind of like a meme at this point. He just casually goes ahead and he doxes people. He gets Rekieta in trouble for this shit. I wonder if Ralph is gonna get the call from Nick and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, so funny. Juju equals Viva. My god, I'm dead. No, Juju the cow, I believe, and I got this told by my mod, is Dick Masterson, Dax. Okay? Yeah, that's what I heard. Let's see. Star Wars girl had a falling out with Sean, potentially criminal, last time he was on the flashcast. Yeah, I remember that. I actually saw. I didn't go over it. I might go over it in the future. But yeah, I do remember that. I heard that it was quite hilarious. Star Wars girl, I don't know much about, but she is fucking insufferable. All right, she is like, from what I've seen, She's nothing but fucking insufferable, feels entitled, she eats fucking bugs apparently, and the worst crime of all is she fucking defended the Baldo guy for no fucking reason. I was not even gonna touch on the fact that, like, she was, like, defending Russell Brand. Like, this entire notion, like, this idea that, like, you defend Russell Brand when you're, like, adamantly against, like, old people or, like, you know, people, like, in their late 20s dating 17-year-olds, like, you call that pedophilic, but if it's Russell Brand for the clout, you have to go against your principles and be like, actually, it's okay, and then you put up a bullshit. That's what I didn't like about her, because she did that so fucking fast. It was so fucking... It's such Nick shit, bro. It's like, you abandon any principles you pretend to have, and then you do, like, a 180, and then you... Like, it's bullshit. So that bitch is fake as fuck. She got mad... GG Evans says, check the ends. Oh, GG Evans, what you got? What is it? Oh, there it is. The first real tweet. Do they go to Canada? Okay, so apparently, wait, Ralph, one last stop before I go. And then, oh, GG, what the fuck? I don't understand it. It's too fucking late. To be more, that's very funny. So the first one is an actual, okay. I gotta wrap this shit up, man. I'm running low on fumes. It's been like, what? 3 hours. Damn, Ralph looks 65. Hey, check DMs. Anton is an emoticon. One of the condenses was having Shim's blessings. He won't answer, he's being vengeful. Let's see. Alright, let's continue. Let's finish this up, chat.
$1,000 in a trust account. I need an independent referee saying.
Actually, you know what? This is taking fucking too long, alright? We got fucking 6 minutes left, and Noel's gonna show fucking Aaron's house or some shit, because Ralph fucking doxed Aaron or whatever. Okay? We're gonna wrap this up right now. And it's been like 3 hours and 45 minutes, man. I'm fucking dying. Alright, I'm dying. But, shout out to everybody that showed up, though, regardless of the fact. Appreciate you guys. 174 of you. Shout out to all of you. Thanks for stopping by. You know, if you're catching the replay, make sure to like the stream and share it. Got these streams every Friday night at our usual time. If you don't know the usual time, you know, ask around. Okay? After 3 bathroom breaks. No. They weren't bathroom breaks. I want to drink water, not alcohol, like Nick. And I got an Oreo. Okay, Oreos. Take Rekieta power to stream longer. You know what? That's a good idea, but not really, because I don't want to become a junkie. Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for sticking by. Like I said, shout out to the over 150 of you. Yeah, again, we do these streams every Friday, sometimes Saturday. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna do one tomorrow. Maybe, it depends on how busy it is. But if we do, we'll probably do a watch the other clips that we didn't watch. If not, we don't do it tomorrow. I'll have the video out. But you know, make sure to have the whatchamacallit, the notifications on. All right, notifications. If you guys want to join the Discord, which is essentially like it's just really an upload server, because I don't have time to fucking manage an actual server. And I know like only fuckery happens on Discord anyway, and it's more like a hassle than anything. But here is the Discord link for the upload. So basically go in here and you'll get notified if you guys are on Discord. You get the notifications. I do add everybody's to know when the videos go live and when the streams go live. If not, you know, you could stick to YouTube, have the notifications on, and you know, you'll be golden there too, you know. Anyway, again, thanks everybody for stopping by. I'll see you all in the next live stream. Okay? And stay safe out there. And remember, don't be a racket. Don't be a racket.